Yo, how's it going? Phobashiki here, back with a brand new video. Today's video is a very long stream highlight of myself and Foul Project Games ranking every Naruto character from strongest to weakest through a tier list. We troll, we debate, we say some things we don't necessarily agree with take-wise, but at the end of the day, we had a lot of fun. Very happy with how the list came out. If you disagree, let us know. Know at some point Foul leaves for a little bit and then comes back. Enjoy.
So yeah, we can get this John started. So oh, they gave us Zetsu first. Oh man. I'm gonna zoom in out a little bit just so like we don't have to scroll for miles to bring it up. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say the characters and shit, so even if you can't see it, you'll be able to understand anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll be thinking Kara Inner for Zetsu.
Fodder, honestly.
Fodder.
Yeah. Because Black Zetsu has never fought. We have no feats for him at all, and White Zetsus were just getting slaughtered by literally every fodder character in the entire alliance.
Black Zetsu beat Madara.
No, that was Black Zetsu amped Obito.
Alright, but if we go by Zetsu as a whole in the full picture
Zetsu was
here,
controlling Obito. Zetsu was using Obito's strength.
wouldn't that imply that Zetsu was above Obito and Zetsu can control Obito?
No, because Obito was on death's door and couldn't even resist at that point.
For being on death's door, he sure did a lot in the Kaguya fight.
Well, I'm talking about when
I'm just fucking with you.
No, I was gonna say though. I was talking about when Zetsu possessed him and took him over, so that he could use Obito's body to use the Rene art of Rene Rebirth
Oh, yeah.
on Madara instead of everyone else in the war, like he planned to. He was literally about to die.
I will put him at least tuning just because when you have a bunch of white Zetsu, most tuning just aren't handling him. Just because they get outnumbered. But
All right, that's fair.
Nagato. Alright, this is a good one.
This is a clear high Kage to. Oh, you went straight from Kage to Jubi. Okay, I thought you went.
I need to add what should I add in between?
I mean, like. Christ, fucking perfect Jinchuriki.
Wait, no, wait, yeah, Jinchuriki, yes, but I'm actually just like immensely dumb, bro. Imagine what's after what narratively is after Haikage? Sani. Duh.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Alright, bro. You think anything should be in between the two?
I mean, besides non-perfect Jinchurikis, not really. And at that point, it's like you have the same amount of power, but you're just not in control.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like when it comes to the non-perfect and Cherokee anyway, most of them are gonna range in the mid to Sani level, so.
Yeah.
Alright, Inoki, I feel like
I hate when people say, oh, Noki. Like, it's freaking like the, oh, Noki. Like, no, he's not a freaking Italian potato dish. His name is Onoki.
Bro, I'm like talking at 2 FPS right now. I don't care.
Yeah, I would actually give him High Kage just because of his feats and pure chakra pool. But his age would make it difficult, or would make it a debatable thing between High Kage and Mid Kage. And yes, I agree with putting Nagato upwards of Perfect Jinchuriki. I would put him Sanin level because
I mean, if I'm being
he was able to destroy Hanzo, no sweat, who gave the Sanin a hard time. But on the other hand, if Naruto had perfect Jinchuriki power at that time, he would have absolutely obliterated Nagato in that fight. And this is like
Yeah,
well,
but let's not act
Nagato
like
wouldn't be that golden stick either. So,
But Edo Nagato, who couldn't even walk on his own, was bitching B and Naruto at the same time.
yeah.
Like, they needed Itachi to save them.
Yeah, you're right, because he didn't have any pains to put his chakra into, so it was all raw Nagato power.
And again, he couldn't, like, walk on his own. And being controlled by Kabuto, like, you could argue that he wasn't fighting the way he normally would in that fight to begin with. So, like, you could argue he could be stronger.
I would argue that he was weaker with Kabuto controlling him.
No, that's what I mean. Like, you could argue
that
out of Kabuto's control as an Edo. Like, say if he was an Edo, but he was like Itachi, like under Kodo, or just like his own.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. I can realistically see him in that spot anyway. I just see an argument for Sanin or like something in between.
Honestly,
if we can't get anything in between,
I feel like there's an argument for Inoki being low Sanin level, just because like he kind of had relative feats to Tsunade and A.
I actually do agree with that. I agree that there's an argument to be had there.
I also feel like in the war his feats were better than like Jiraiya's feats when he was alive.
Don't diss my boy like that. Don't diss my boy like that.
Bro, Jiraiya fought Pain and died. Inoki fought Madara and lived.
It's not the same.
Exactly. Madara is like 50 times at least stronger.
Look, we can talk about Jiraiya's lack of feats separately, but you're not gonna diss my boy.
I'm not dissing him. I'm not dissing him. But I'm giving my reasoning for why. I'm giving my reason for why I think Inoki should be at least a low Sanin here. I feel like you could argue mid to high Sanins here, but at least low is what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Jiraiya's just pure coolness just has to escalate him, alright? He has to be minimum high Kage tier just because of his fucking coolness, alright?
Fair enough. Perfect Jubi Jinchuriki. Oh wait, do we have another Jubito on here? Which one is that?
Well, I don't think...
Just because there's imperfect and perfect Jubito. Or unstable and stable, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's definitely the difference. Because Madara was able to be a perfect Jinchuriki, and Obito was definitely just stable and unstable.
Well, no, when Obito was stable, he was a perfect Jinchuriki with it.
No, I don't see him anywhere. I see Obito regular. Nah, he's not here.
You know, rip. All right, whatever. So what does count? Put him here.
Yeah, honestly, even in Obito's case of being a perfect Jinchuriki for the Jubi, I would still put him at imperfect Jubi Jinchuriki level because of the fact that he was not able to use his own abilities and that power at the same time. And I would even argue this for Madara too, as not as far as power, but as far as like status. He was definitely imperfect Jubi Jinchuriki level. You know what I'm saying?
Madara at like what state? Because like there's
as far as status, because if he was truly a perfect Jinchuriki, he'd still be able to use his own abilities.
Well, I mean, he was using a lot of his own abilities, Limbo included. That's what I'm saying when it comes to like Madara.
Limbo.
There's 3 different versions of like Tentau's Madara, so that's why I'm saying like what version of.
Yeah, true.
There's you got 1-eyed, 2-eyed, and 3-eyed. So it's like what I'm assuming you mean 1 eye would be imperfect.
No, I'm saying like status wise, like imperfection, as in like he's unable to use all of his own abilities as well as the Gentail's abilities. Like, for example, how Obito couldn't use Kamui. Madara doesn't use Susanoo.
Does it ever explicitly state that he can't use it?
I think at least one time, I'm pretty damn sure it is stated that he couldn't use Kamui.
No, I'm not talking about Obito and Kamui. I'm talking Madara with Susanoo.
Oh no, that's never stated.
I know he doesn't use it, but just because he doesn't use it doesn't mean he can't use it.
Yeah, but
He also used it while he was blind.
But it is a Mangekyo ability, and
but it's a Mangekyo
reason
ability.
that if Kamui couldn't be used, then other Mangekyo abilities couldn't be used.
Well, Kamui doesn't work because it involves phasing the Ten Tails, which is a whole inconsistency in itself because of Madara going through Kamui later on. But with Madara's abilities, like his Susanoo and shit, he used that when he was blind. So I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to use it when he has his eyes back.
I don't know. My thing is just like I assume it would work the same as other Sharingan abilities. That's just the way I look at it. Anyway, we're off track here.
I don't think we're off track. I feel like it's a good discussion.
Let's get that Edo bitch up in this biznatch.
What Edo bitch?
Madara.
Yeah,
He's next.
Well, I don't think it's Edo Madara. This looks like a
It don't matter. He's still an Edo bitch. Yeah, he's.
Honestly, he's Jubi
I
level.
was just about to say, I'd argue that Ace Madara is on Jubi level of power.
Yeah, because Edo Hashirama was just blatantly like bitching the Jubi. And that's Edo.
Not only that, but Madara effortlessly bitched all 9-tailed beasts at once and 20,000 shinobi, including Sasuke and Tobirama.
And when it came to the Ten Tails being like out, like he was straight controlling that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Madara is Jubi level. Granted, part of that was Sage Madara, but like Sage Madara with no eyes versus a live Madara with eyes. Pick your fucking poison. I mean.
Yeah, right. I would argue that those situations are like kind of equal.
I forget homie's name.
It's Akatsuchi.
Akatsuchi.
Red Rock. He's definitely like low Jonin level. Amayuri Ringo. All the 7 swordsmen are definitely high level. I would put them at mid Kage or low Kage level.
You think Zabuza's Kage level?
No. The old 7 swordsmen.
That's fair. I misunderstood you.
Zabuza, however, was scrapping with Kakashi, even when Kakashi was so much stronger during the war than he was when he fought Zabuza. I'd put Zabuza easily at. Let me see this here again.
Well, Zabuza's not up.
I know, but I'm just talking.
I don't know where Zabuza is. That's why
he's down way on the bottom. Just drag that bitch out. He's definitely S rank.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe more so like high elite Jonin, but S rank probably, yeah. I like Zabuza a lot as a character. I feel like when it comes to strength, like he gave Kakashi some trouble here and there, but I think there are a lot of it Kakashi was just shown to be above him, and Haku was like the real main threat between the two.
Yeah. As far as lethality goes, Zabuza was definitely the stronger of the two, but Haku was definitely much more lethal.
Maybe like physically stronger.
Yeah, physically, and his chakra pools were larger. But Haku had the deadlier abilities, and he was definitely way more of an assassin.
And so much faster. It's not even funny.
Exactly. Like ungodly faster.
Sage Mode Jiraiya. Alright, where does this animal path victim go?
Oh, dude. Dude. Too soon.
Oh man.
Wait for the. It's been 10 years.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
look that up actually, see exactly when that episode aired, let alone the fucking manga chapter.
Uncle, we can put her high tuning, low joning, you think?
Ango is literally stated to be an elite Jonin.
I know, but let's be honest. Well, what has
I
she
mean,
done? What has she done that was so elite joning of her?
well, I mean, she's got them hands.
I mean, yeah, but are we? Can she beat Akatsuchi?
Oh, absolutely.
You think so?
Yes.
No, I'll put her in. I'll put her in Jonin. She does have the elite Jonin statement, but
Oh my god, it's been 14 years since episode 133 of Naruto Shippuden aired.
that's crazy. Yo, speaking of new episodes, the Code Arc starts in the Boruto anime on Sunday.
14 years. Yeah, I seen some shit about that. The Code Arc starting. Oh my
Man,
god.
I can't wait. I haven't watched the Boruto anime in probably a year almost.
I mean, I can't blame you.
Ever I tried with that Funato arc, but oh my god, that shit was. Bro, don't get me. I can't even. Let's change the. I can't talk about that arc. Pisses me off. They killed fucking Kagura in a filler arc, bro.
Wait, what happened?
They fucking killed Kagura in a filler Boruto arc.
Wait, who's Kagura?
Yagura's grandson.
Who's Yagura?
The freaking three Taoshin Cherokee, the Mizukage.
Oh, right, I forgot his name.
But I mean, it's technically like anime canon, but that makes it even more annoying. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like because like he was supposed to be this cool ass. Anyway, let's back to Anko. Elite Jonin, bro.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
it.
Elite
I don't
Jonin,
care.
Elite Jonin.
I'll put her there. I don't care.
I'm trying to find what chapter it was that Jiraiya dies in. See when that aired. When that dropped.
Pretty sure episode wise, it's like 133, 132.
Yes, episode wise is 133.
Damn, did I really guess that spot on?
I also said it like 2 minutes ago.
I wasn't listening, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
When I said it was 14 years ago, you were like, "Damn, that's wild."
I didn't know that's the episode you were going back to, though. I just knew you were going back to look at a episode.
It's funny because I had it in my head. I was like 132 or 133. So I just typed in what episode does he die?
Yeah, so manga wise, that's probably in like the 300, 400 range. Because I know part 1 goes to like 220 ish. Or part 1 as it would be in the anime. In the manga.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so Al, if we're going by
Okay, Jiraiya versus Pain starts in episode or chapter 376. I'm just gonna look up when that dropped.
So we have Ella. It doesn't look like we have multiple variations of him, so I'm going by his strongest form, which would be him in Boruto, and where he just is a Kara outer, so he goes in the Kara outer tier.
Dude, that whole premise of him pisses me off.
I'm also gonna put Kaguya above Kara outer because
November 12th, 2007. So it's been about 15 years since the world first saw Jiraiya die.
that's crazy. Speaking of people who died, next up we have Asuma.
Bruh.
Perfect segue. I put him S rank. I'd say by the time he died, he was probably stronger than Zabuza.
Yeah.
Probably debatable, but I mean, I know a year ago I probably would have put Zabuza above him, but Ashura. Um, I would put him perfect Shubijin Cherokee level. I don't think he would beat fucking Three-Eyed Madara or even Two-Eyed Madara, who would be here too, but
Yeah, alright, yeah.
bro, what's this dude's name?
Oh. Who? Oh. Baki.
Rocky? Fodder ass motherfucker.
He really is. You can definitely throw him in fodder. His only feat, and I mean only feat, is that he killed Hayato. Who's Hayato, you ask? Exactly.
You mean Hayate?
You know, I think you're fucking right. God damn it.
He's the one who coughs, right?
Yeah. No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one is it?
Yes. Yes. He's the coffin ass motherfucker.
This is Jugo, right? It looks like Boruto Jugo.
That is not Jugo. That is another one of the seven swordsmen.
Damn. It looked like Boruto Jugo, I'm not gonna lie.
That looks nothing like Boruto Jugo.
Bro, you don't even watch the
He's
Boruto
on,
anime. What do you
he's
know
on
about
same
Boruto
class as
Jugo?
Amayuri, dude.
You hear me?
There you go.
Did you hear me?
No.
I said you don't even watch the Boruto anime. What do you know about Boruto Jugo?
I know what Boruto Jugo looks like. I've seen Konohamaru versus Jugo more times than I care to admit.
Yeah, but I've seen that whole arc. I've seen that whole arc though. Like,
Okay.
he looks like Boruto Jugo a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Man has hair fucking 3 feet tall. He looks more like Vegeta than Jugo. And what's this girl's name again?
This is Boro. Boro.
Boro.
So where does this kid Sarada victim go? No, not literally, but like at the same time.
I mean, he did lose the fight to Sarada, but Boroshiki is who killed him.
Yeah, I mean he is a Kara inner, so
He literally is, yeah. But he's not.
See, the thing is with him is like, yeah, he lost to a bunch of kids, but like, say you put Boro in place of Delta, for example, when it comes to fighting Naruto. Naruto obviously is a lot stronger than Boro. Delta, I would say, is a lot stronger than Boro. But Naruto not knowing about his poison and shit is going to be a big issue. I don't think it's going to outright kill him because of his regen and shit, and just Kurama being Kurama and Naruto being Naruto. But I think with that, he could actually damage Naruto more than Delta did, hypothetically.
Alright, I'll give you that.
Alright, so this man should be 4D Otsutsuki God level if we're going by like.
Let's just throw him on Baryon mode level for now, just because we don't know anything yet, and he's bound to be stronger than Naruto was at any given point. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! This is Madara's dad, right?
I have no idea.
Bro, I swear that's Madara's dad.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
I swear that's Madara's dad.
That whole flashback arc was filler as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a shit if it's actually.
Bro, I'm tweaking. That's Hashirama's dad, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I thought that was Madara's dad.
Either way, literally, dude, when I was reading the Naruto manga week to week when it was coming out back in high school, my senior year, I literally, after the 4th chapter of that fucking flashback arc, I stopped reading for 4 weeks just to see if it would get past it. And I was like, oh, nope, that started with the flashback. Oh, nope, that started with the flashback. Oh, nope, that started with the flashback. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a flashback. So I went back to the chapter before, skipped all the flashback shit, and started reading again.
So yeah, it is Hashirama and Tobirama's dad. I knew it was one of their. I thought it was Madara because of the red cloak and the sword, but the hair is nothing Uchiha like. It looks nothing like Madara. So like, I
He's
mean,
definitely not as strong as his sons were, though.
he's probably. I mean, he's
I
Hashirama's
put
dad.
him
He's
low
probably.
Kage.
Yeah, he's probably stronger than the Seven Swordsman. He's Hashirama's dad. He's a Senju. He should be busted. Choji. Choji. I'd put him solidly
Choji,
Jonin.
I honestly, dude, I'd put Choji at elite Jonin level.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, honestly, he's bitchin' Anko.
Yeah, and that's another Akimichi right there at top. I just don't know who the fuck he is. No, not Choza, the guy next to Choza. No, wait, that's not an Akimichi. That's fucking Seven Swordsman, dude.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, you mean Choji's dad?
No, he just fat and looks like an Akimichi. Choji's dad, I definitely put between Choji and Anko. He's not stronger than Choji anymore. Choji definitely surpassed him.
Alright,
So,
Chio.
yeah, I put her elite Jonin. Honestly, I wouldn't put her. No, I put her higher than elite Jonin. I put her S rank, but not Sanin, dude. That's me.
Alright, so my
Can
main
you tell me honestly that you think Sasori was capable of scrapping with the three Sanin together?
huh?
If Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru were all together, do you honestly believe that Sasori could scrap with them?
What does Sasori have to do with this?
The fact that Chio and Sakura, even when he was trying to kill them, were pushing him.
You know, both of them had mental amps, right?
Huh? Mental amps? What?
Chio was resolved to protect the younger generation, and Sakura knew that Sasori was involved with Orochimaru, which is stated to give her just an amp because it's involved with Sasuke. She thought she could get closer to Sasuke by beating him.
Okay, but still, this is beginning of Shippuden. Sakura's not that strong.
She's stronger than Naruto.
Yeah, when she punches the ground because she channels Earth Chakra into her fist to fucking obliterate soil and fucking sandstone. Like, I would put Chio at S rank. That's what I'm saying. That's all.
It's just Chio's like supposed to be relative to Hanzo and shit. In her
It's
prime, in her prime. Who is
in her
above the
prime, but this
Sannin.
isn't her prime. We're not
And
looking at her prime right here.
Sasori is arguably a multi-continental. So like
I would say he's arguably multi-country because he's been stated to take out a single country with his puppets.
and if you go by the data book, it's countries, and what makes up a continent?
Okay, so he's single continental.
Either way,
But I also said multi-country, so
what is like what is what's his name done that would be like that?
what? Who?
So look, he is up to multi-country level, continental, whatever you want to call it. He has a very, very, very large arsenal.
Yeah.
Every chakra nature, including Keki Genkais that come with his puppets, he can channel it all through his puppets. Any body that had that chakra nature and that ability,
Yes. Yes.
he's able to use it.
Which, looking back on that now, kind of feels like an ass pull.
His poison is also probably second to only Boros when it comes to poison in the verse. Boro, who doesn't get introduced until literally a whole series later. So I mean,
I'll settle. I'll settle on Sanin.
my main reason would be scaling her to Sasori, the low end relative, who I would say Sasori is just straight up relative to
But
Jiraiya.
you realize this means we gotta put Konkoro on Sanin level.
Why is that?
Konkoro is definitely capable of taking Sasori in a 1v1 by end of series Shippuden.
Why?
I mean, are you kidding?
No,
With
I'm
the
dead
with the two
serious.
sides each having backup, one of which being Sasori having Deidara, Deidara and Shio on his side. Kankura was still able to.
Edo Sasori is irrelevant to any Sasori scout. He's missing his entire arsenal.
Fair. All right. Yeah.
Along with being nerfed by Edo.
Fair. I never thought about it like that. All right, moving on.
I mean, shit, didn't fucking Kankuro use Sasori's, like, puppet body against, like, Sasori? Like, he don't even got his puppet body. He's in some heap of flesh.
Yes, he did.
But I'll put our High Kage or Mid Kage. We can meet in the middle. As you said,
All right, yeah, I'll agree to that. All right, so
Chojuro.
He's literally a Kage, so.
We need to add a Boruto Kage tier.
What can we call it? Something other than Boruto Kage though? Like, can there be a better name for it? Can we just call it Kinshiki?
I was literally just about to say that.
Because the Kages were giving Kinshiki like some scrappage.
Yeah, that was mainly him, Kuroshichi, and Sasuke that were doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and Dadawi was involved in that too, and Gaara fought more against Ishiki than anything, but.
I'm not putting like a Momoshiki relative tier because I feel like Kara Inner is that because I feel like Delta's like Momoshiki level. So
I said Ishiki. I meant Momo.
I didn't even hear you say that. For like I'm putting Ishiki just as a heads up now. Ishiki's gonna go on Baryon mode because he was able to scrap with Baryon mode Naruto and still be alive after. And then Jigen Plus is just the tier for like Jigen and the characters in between him and Ishiki and Baryon mode Naruto.
Dude, the whole Jigen Ishiki thing fucking confuses the fuck out of me. I don't know who the hell is who at any given time, so whatever with that. I don't care.
Code. This looks like Code with his limiters. I don't see any other code. But since there is no other code, we're gonna go by Code with his strongest, which would be no limiters. So he's Jigen Plus.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the limiters, he's arguably low end Jigen level, but alright, we're just Dango or Don, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I don't care. I call him Dan because that's my name.
He's definitely Kage level.
Low Kage?
I would say mid.
What would he do against Chio?
That's tough to answer, but given how strong he was and that he was relative to Tsunade, I'd give him mid Kage. Especially for those forbidden jutsus he has, like he's tough.
Alrighty, everyone's favorite character in the series. I'd honestly put him like mid Kage. He's weak.
Yeah, I'd put him. Honestly, I don't.
I wouldn't put him high Kage. I wouldn't put him high Kage just because.
I was gonna say low mid Kage, but then I looked at who's in mid Kage right here, and I was like, no, this makes sense.
Oh yeah. I stopped mid jerk because I saw your tweet and I had to stop in. Alex, the bigger question is why are you on Twitter doing that? My guy's scrolling his Twitter feed jerking and gets the phobic live tweet. Nah, but what's up, Alex? How you doing? Me and Fal just making a tier list, having some fun, vibing out. Was on your profile? Hey, fair enough. It do be like that.
Oh my god.
Alright, do we have Boruto Darui on here? Oh wait, this is Boruto Darui. I think.
That is not Boruto Darui.
Bro, the issue is Darui looks the fucking same in Boruto, damn near.
He just has a mustache and he covers his eye a little more with his hair in Boruto.
So they have adult Chojuro, so like, I'm hoping it would have adult Darui.
I don't see him. Well, they were both adults to begin with, but I hear you. Yeah, I don't see him.
So let's go by him at his strongest, which would be at that
Which would
same,
be Kinshiki relative, yeah.
but he would be
I agree, yeah. Darui's definitely stronger than Chojuro.
he's stronger than Chojuro, and he didn't have like anything substantial against Momoshiki, but like he does have an anime feed against Momoshiki, so
Yeah.
later, I'd put him
Put him at high mid
Danzo,
Kage.
honestly. Yes, I'd honestly say you would beat Danzo. I think that'd be a good fight.
I feel like there's potential for that fight. I don't know how we could debate it in the future, but we could find a way. Delta, definitely way high, yeah, like car inner, yep.
Bro, who? I forget this bull's name.
I forget his name too, but he's the lava guy that helped Naruto fight the Raikage.
He was a bull given the intel and shit, right?
Yeah, I put him elite Jonin.
Over Choji?
I put him between Choza and Anko. Over Anko relative to Choza.
This is KCM1 Naruto. This is him in the woods, so that's how I know.
That's definitely perfect Jinchuriki level right there.
Here you go. I don't think I need to explain why he's under Nagato, but if I do, I will.
I hear you. I get it.
He was.
Ebizu. Definitely low Jonin.
I hate this dude.
Ryza.
Yeah.
Ryza's definitely high Kage.
You think it's Haikage?
He's high Kage.
Because when I think of Haikage, I'm thinking of like. Hiruzen. I'm thinking.
At any given time, he was able to suppress the full, like the almost completely released Shukaku in the village without destroying it.
Yeah, but like it's the One Tails.
The tail beasts are still Kage level.
Yeah, but are they high Kage level? Because I'm not about to put Hidan high Kage level just because he beat the Two Tails.
He and Kakuzu did that together, though.
But it's heavily implied that he did it by himself.
Yeah, but Rise has got feats against. Not like feats against Gara, but like he and Gara were going at it, and Gara was definitely strong at that point.
Yeah, but Gara's also fighting against his dad.
Yeah. I forget. I feel like there was a statement somewhere that settles who was stronger, the third and fourth Kazekage.
Well, the third Kazekage is...
Has the Iron Sand.
Yeah, he's just stated to be the strongest Kage in the Sand Village.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I would put him high mid Kage then.
Alright, like when the third Kazekage like went missing to Sasori and all that, like the village stopped everything that they were doing to look for him, and they could not believe, like they did not believe that this man like was beaten or that someone could have done something to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to a point where they were looking so hard they didn't even care about like their personal matters and shit. Like they had a lot of issues like politically because of it.
It happened at a time, I believe it happened at a time that was not very long before the planned to destroy the Leaf Village. Because
I thought it happened like
why else would Orochimaru have impersonated him?
nah, he impersonated Raza.
Are we sure? I thought it was said that it was the third
Nah,
Kazekage he was
no,
impersonating at the time.
Gaara's dad was the Kage at that time.
Okay. I just thought.
I'm pretty sure it was like 10 years before the start of the series, at least. Because he did that and then he left the village, and then Shio didn't see him for 20 years after he left the village.
I'm gonna do some research. We can keep going, but I'm gonna do some research.
Alright.
Oh, I looked up from my phone, hearing A, and I was like, "Who is it?"
Honestly, I'd put him above Sage Jiraiya.
Really? I'd put him below, but above Onuki.
So my whole thing is, I would put 100 healing Tsunade at like the top of Sanin, and when it comes to the Madara fight, A was second only to her when it comes to how they did.
Yeah.
I also, Sage Mode Jiraiya was enough to, I mean, Sage Mode, not like Naruto perfecting Sage Mode was his surpassing Jiraiya moment, whereas Naruto getting KCM1 was him surpassing his Raikage moment.
True.
Alright, Danzo's fodder. Danzo's lapdogs.
God, what was his name?
Yeah, I'm tripping. I got on boots here. That's crazy.
What was his name? He's an Inoichi, I know that much. Or Yamanaka, I'm sorry. Inoichi. He's in Yamanaka. I can't remember his fucking name. Torune! Torune.
He's probably like right here.
Alright, so I didn't find an exact date, like year wise, as when the third Kazekage died, but it is stated that Sasori was about 16 when he killed him.
I know he was over 30 when he fought Shio. So if we just minus the 3.5 years from the time skip to the Chunin exam, and then minus another 12 years.
That all tracks then.
Yeah.
Fugaku.
Wicked.
I put him at low Kage.
Low Kage. I would put him high mid to low high Kage, just because he was.
The highest I'd personally put him is low mid. Maybe mid.
So if you go by the anime with him having Mangekyo, you can boost him even higher. But even if you go by just the fact that he's an Uchiha with a perfect 3 Tomoe Sharingan, he was legitimately in the run-in and the consideration with Minato and Orochimaru to be the 4th Hokage. 2 of which would be High-Kage plus level characters.
Yeah. But being a Kage doesn't necessarily mean you're the strongest, it just means you're the best choice for the job.
Yeah, I feel like...
I mean, don't get me wrong, they usually are the strongest, but you don't have to be.
You know, I'm not saying that he's stronger than them, but he's considered on the same tier as them to even, be there in the first place. And Itachi even said that, his dad was the only person who he thought would give him trouble in the massacre. Obviously, his dad ended up just giving in, but...
Yeah.
Itachi, viewed him as a serious threat.
Alright, we can put him high Kage. But he's low high Kage.
That's fair. That's completely fair. I'm not settling for low Kage. This bull. Bro looks like
now this guy, Fubuki Suikazen, I think that was his name. He's one of the 7 swordsmen, but he's definitely a little tougher than the rest of them were, because he had Samehara before Kisame. So I definitely put him at the cream of the crop for those guys.
Do you think he's stronger than Hashirama's dad?
No. Just among the seven
Oh
swords.
no, I know. That's what I'm asking though, because that would be the next step, like on that tier. Do you think he'd be stronger than
I
Hashirama's dad?
I think he's arguable, but I wouldn't necessarily say stronger now. Fu.
How do you do?
Do any of the data books mention whether or not she was a perfect Jinchuriki? Because we know Yugito was. Gaara wasn't. B is. Naruto is. Yagura was. It's implied
She was not.
Son was, and that Son Goku was.
She was not.
Then put her Sonin level.
Sonny.
Yeah. With Chome amping her, I'd say she's above Onoki, but otherwise she's below Onoki.
Alright. Gaara. Is there a Boruto Gaara on here? There is not a Boruto Gaara on here, so Gaara at his strongest in Boruto.
He was Kinshiki relative.
He honestly has reactionary feats to fuse Momo, so for that I put him Gaara in there. Yeah, out of all the new Kage, aside from Naruto, I think Gaara is like the clear number 2. I think Darui's close, but I think Gaara has the edge.
Darui's definitely colder than either of them, but yeah, Gaara is definitely stronger.
I'm gonna move him back just so we can kind of get all the Naruto's together. Gengetsu.
He's definitely Hokage.
You think he'd be able to beat Fugaku?
I think so. It'd be a tough fight. It'd be high def, but I think so. Because Fugaku should be able to see through his Genjutsu, but his Genjutsu is something else too, so...
Yeah, like Fugaku, he was called Wicked Eye Fugaku. I imagine his Genjutsu being in Uchiha has to be crazy as well.
Yeah, that one's debatable. That one can go either way.
Alrighty, this one is Genma, right?
Yes, that is Genma. He's definitely Jonin level.
I thought he was a Chunin.
No, he's Jonin.
Sure.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been an exam proctor if he wasn't.
Alright.
Gingaku. Yeah, I put him in Kinkaku Sanin level because they did not have all. They clearly had full mastery over the Ninetales chakra they had, but it wasn't a lot of chakra.
And like even then, they had Ninetales chakra, but they weren't Jinchuriki.
Yeah. Above Fu, below Onoki.
We'll probably.
And Kinkaku is gonna go right in there with him.
Yeah, well, where's he at?
8th gate guy.
8th gate guy.
Definitely perfect Jubi level.
I would put him in perfect Jubi level just because we were talking earlier about how Madara, especially One Eye, would be in perfect Jubi level, and Guy had a lot of help from Minato. and Kakashi when he was fighting against Madara to get True Seeking Orb sent away.
True, but that help was merely support, and all they really effectually did was give Guy an opening. Everything that was done damage-wise was all Guy, and Madara even said, "You almost killed me. If I hadn't dodged at the last second, you'd have killed me."
Yes, but saying that what they did was just support is contradictory of like the fact that they were making True Seeking Orbs not hit him, which would be one-shot insta kills on Guy anyway. Considering that like Guy couldn't react to that and fight Madara, he needed them to do that. And again, we just talked earlier about One Eye Madara. He would be imperfect Jubi Jinchuriki level.
All right, fair.
Go Roma.
I wonder where the Sage of Six Paths is gonna fit on this tier list.
Yeah, for real. Haku.
S rank. Above Zabuza and Asuma, yeah.
Amara.
Genin level.
Bruh. Amara is gonna go below Hagoromo.
Of course, yeah. That's excuse me, that's Han right there. 5 tails. He was at least implied to be a perfect Jinchuriki.
Was he confirmed to be?
No, neither he nor Son Goku or Roshi, I should say. Neither he nor Roshi were confirmed to be perfect Jinchurikis, but they are heavily implied to be. The only confirmed perfect Jinchurikis we've seen throughout the series are Yagura, Utakata, B, and Naruto. And Yugito.
We gotta put A in perfect Jinchuriki, I feel like, because he's relative to B.
He's also relative to KCM1 Naruto, so yeah, I agree.
Alright. That's the other thing I like about it, is as we have more like on the list itself, we kind of like can revise as we go.
Mm-hmm.
And Hanabi.
Hanabi Elite Jonin level for me. Yeah, top of that pack.
I feel like
she has absolutely no feats otherwise. She does nothing throughout the whole series. Yeah, it's still implied that she kept training, but after Hiyashi started getting older, she definitely stopped training as much and just became like kind of like a meh ninja and like doesn't go on missions and shit anymore. So I'd say it's
but she's still a Hyuga. She still has all those techniques.
Having techniques doesn't mean anything. Hinata had techniques when she fought Neji in the Chunin exam.
Okay, Hanabi is a lot stronger. She's a lot stronger than Chunin exam Hinata. That's a false equivalency.
No, I'm just making a point. Like, she had techniques at the time too,
and she didn't even like. Neji was clearly superior, but she didn't do bad against Neji by any means.
No, of course not. No.
So that's not even like she had the techniques and she was good with them. She wasn't bad with the techniques by any means. She was just shy.
Yeah. I just can't see putting Hanabi over Elite Jonin level.
I don't see what like part 1 characters are doing to this character who's in the Boruto era, which would be these 3 here. I mean, yeah, Asuma's in Shippuden, but
I mean, she's just clearly not as strong as Asuma.
But why? Wait, let's see. Let's Inabi Hyuga.
If you wanted to put her S rank, I'd say bottom of the pack.
Bro, I love when I type in word for word Hinabe and Google autocorrect makes it Hinata. Like, that shit's so annoying.
Popularity, bro. That's all it is.
Bro, for real, that's probably why, though, because I didn't spell it with an A after the H, I spelled it with an I. Definitely doesn't help. Alright, let's see. What feats does she have? I get real edgy here. We're gonna go by the versus battle wiki scaling. Okay, I mean, she's, like I said, she's got all those abilities that she just gets being a Hyuga, along with existing in the Boruto era. So it's hard for me to look at this Hyuga as being below someone like Asuma when this Hyuga is Hinata's sister and in Boruto, and also got fucked with by Toneri.
Yeah, but he just like straight up kidnapped her. He didn't like fight her.
Yeah, I didn't say he fought her, but she literally took her eyes out and like she just survived that shit like no issue as a kid. Like, what's up, Doug? How you doing?
I totally forgot that he actually got her eyes.
That's what like she. Again, I understand she doesn't have like the feats per se to support it, but she has all of the narrative implication of being just above part 1 characters.
Alright, like I said, we can put her S tier or S rank, but she's bottom of the barrel.
I'll keep her elite Jonin, like that's fine, but I don't agree with her being below these people.
Hanzo definitely Sonic level easily.
I think we actually need to make like in between Perfect and Jinchuriki and Sanin, or like above Sanin.
Yeah, like Sanin plus. Like what else would we call that?
How you doing, Dub? Yeah, he definitely. I don't know why I spelled plus like I didn't use the actual symbol for Jigen. Oh, about moment. Yo, chat, we got lots of new emotes up if you guys want to check them out. Sage Hashirama. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah, no question at all.
Hayate.
He would definitely go below Baki.
Even though they are fodder, let's at least get them to the power level they should be.
Is that Hiyashi or Hizashi?
I think that's Hisashi.
No, that looks like Hiyashi to me. Oh no, wait.
Hold on.
Which one's which? Which one's Neji's dad?
I think this one down here is Hisashi, because I was looking at it earlier.
That's Neji's dad that you have in your cursor.
Yeah,
I just forget which one.
Yeah, that's Hisashi. That's Hisashi.
Okay. Alright, so up top's Hiyashi, that's Hinata and Hinabi's dad. In Boruto era, Hinabi's definitely stronger because of his age. So what do we want to do with that? Do we want to use him in his prime, or do we want to use him in Boruto era?
I feel like his prime is where he'd be his strongest. I mean, he has the wisdom of age in Boruto, but like
in Boruto, he's just a goofy old man. He's just happy to be a father.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's kind of old. He's not like, yeah, he's training his grandkids and whatnot, and training like the next Hyuga generation and shit. But he's not out in the trenches like he was in his prime. Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a lot older, so he's probably not as strong as he was then in Boruto. At least I would say.
I wouldn't put him high.
I
I
don't.
would say high low or mid.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd put him between Chio and Danzo. Honestly,
All right, fair.
I would only give it to him over Chio because of like all the Hyuga shit. Not even because I necessarily think he's stronger than Chio.
Hmm.
All
There's
right.
the myth, the freak of nature.
Ah, man. See, I think in a one-on-one, Haku would honestly win.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, because look, Asuma was able to beat him and like cut his head off and whatnot,
True.
and he only like gets out of that because he has Kakuzu there with him to put his head back on.
True.
So
Yeah.
in a
Okay.
1v1, I think Haku's just blitzing him.
All right, Haku's definitely blitzing him. Yeah, I agree with you though. Haku wins that one, so there we go.
I'm curious where I rank on the list. I got an ability to get mad. Does that count? Yeah, so rage amps actually are pretty substantial, especially depending on what the rage is towards in that particular moment. Um,
Dub over here popping straight out of the Dragon Ball universe. Like, where do I fit here?
do we have adult Hinata on here?
I don't see her.
I got like 17 variations in Naruto, but not adult Hinata. That's crazy.
There's like 7 Sasuke's too.
Alright, well, we'll go by adult since that's where she'd be at her strongest. Whether that or the last, either way, she's.
Wait, where the fuck? Hold on, she
Where'd
vanished.
she go? Oh, there she is.
Ah,
I
that.
mean,
That.
in the last, she is relative to base
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah. Put her on the bottom of that Sage of Six Paths tier.
And yeah, she does have like Hamura chakra and shit too. So
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying that. That
man,
is.
how was your week, Dub? This is
Is that Heroes? Is that Young Heroes
I'm
then?
about to say this is Young Hiruzen, isn't it?
I can't. No,
Bro,
I actually think.
they got Young Hiruzen, but they don't have adult Hinata. It's either Hiruzen or Danzo.
I think that's Young Donzo. No, he doesn't have the scar.
Yeah, it's Hiruzen. It's Hiruzen. It indeed is Hiruzen. I just looked up Young Hiruzen, and this was like one of the first images. I mean, we would have to put him low Kage, as he did get granted Kage in this fucking scene.
Yeah, he was up and coming there.
Alright, but this is where you lose me, is I don't think Dan should be above Young Hiruzen, even if it is Young Hiruzen.
It's so tough because he's relative to Tsunade.
Yeah, but he's relative to like a younger Tsunade. And Hiruzen is also relative to the Sanin.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine this Hiruzen would be closer to the quote-unquote prime Hiruzen, who is the goddess shinobi, as they say, than the old one we saw.
I love that both Hashirama and Heroes have been given that nickname.
Yeah. So,
It's like she forgot that he gave it to Hashirama.
permission to put young Hiruzen right under old Danzo?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kisame. Oof. Definitely high Kage.
I feel like he's Sanin.
Actually, you know what? No, let's go I would love to say let's go perfect Jinchuriki, actually.
No, because yeah, he is relative to B, and without Samehada, he was scrapping with 7 gate guy for a good minute,
Exactly.
and as a 30% clone was pushing 6 gate guy and his team far. So I mean, yeah, I mean he's probably not stronger than A at his strongest, but
No, yeah. But yeah, we got that.
already. What are you thinking, pal?
For that is that's Soigetsu's brother, Mugetsu. I mean he's literally stated to be a flea on sight order, and he's capable of using all 7 swords, so I'd put him above the other 7 ninja swordsmen. Easily, yeah. And we got Kalki. He goes right up there with Naruto or Boruto.
Oh man,
Ibiki.
everybody's favorite interrogator.
Ibiki's elite Jonin for sure. He's I feel like he's below Torune.
It's fair.
Then we got Byakugo Sakura.
Do we have grown Sakura? Looks like
Nope.
we don't. So yeah, let's just go by grown Sakura.
Go by Boruto scaling, yeah.
I mean she do be car inner level, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel like she could scrap with those guys.
Uh, well, I love when my fan and my light just comes on by itself completely. Like that
Uh,
just happened. I'm not even kidding. Like if my face cam was on, I would have been seen. But I'd probably like in terms of raw power and strength, like she is so much above Boro. It's not even funny.
yeah,
But it's like,
I'm in agreement with this. I like this. This is
but
good.
aside from, but like that's the thing with Boro's poison. That's the thing. She's not gonna have
Sakura
like
can neutralize that
she
though.
can neutralize it with prep time. That's what she had with Sasori. But like, and then just a 1v1 encounter and them meeting each other.
Yeah,
She
but the Byakugo would effectually just negate it. It wouldn't have time to spread through her body.
dude, it's a strong ass poison.
Yeah, but Tsunade was bisected while using the Byakugo, and she didn't die.
Yeah, but that's not poison.
Yeah, but she was still bisected when the Byakugo faded. Like,
That's regeneration though. Like
yeah,
Tsunade has crazy regenerative skills and whatever. There's no question about
regeneration is
that.
just healing. So if Sakura is in Byakugo mode, I can't see that poison taking her out. It's gonna get neutralized and healed before it has a chance to do any major damage.
But where have we seen the Byakugo deal with poison?
We haven't, but it just stands to reason
Why though?
because it heals everything.
Yeah, but healing something is different from curing something.
That's true.
Because they couldn't straight up heal Kankuro, they had to develop a cure for it.
Even then, the cure wasn't even used on Kankuro. She just used chakra and water to pull the poison out of his body.
That antidote had to have been used on Kankuro because he was going to die without it.
No, they pulled the poison out of his body and used it to make an antidote. Sakura literally, remember, she used her chakra to hold that water, put it in his cuts, and pulled the poison out of his organs.
So either way, they're like, whether it was one way or the other, she was able to do that with the prep time of having the antidote and all that.
Well, she didn't have the antidote. All she had was a bucket of water.
No, what I'm saying is from what you just said, she made the antidote, which means that when she wants to fight Sasori, because she had the antidote against Sasori, there's no way around that. Like, she had
Yeah.
that. She doesn't get
Yeah,
that
but she
prep
didn't have
time.
the Yakugo then either, so we don't know how it would effectually work
So
against
we can't
poison.
say one way or the other to, like,
I still
use it
think
as
she's
an
above
argument.
Boro.
Oh, I agree when it comes to, like, raw strength. Her and Delta's a good convo, and we had that one a while back. My view on it has flopped, honestly, but
What was it?
um, but yeah, I was saying was Sakura I have right under Delta. I was saying how that's a good combo, one that we actually had on the channel in the past,
Yeah.
a while back, like a year and a half
Yeah, that
ago
was like
type
a year and
shit.
a half ago now.
My view on it's honestly flopped from what it was. I don't think soccer is winning that anymore. Where's Ashura? There he is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say wards, but I get nervous even saying general wards.
What
Fair
the
enough.
fuck, Dub?
Fair enough. I'm gonna put Elite Jonin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because especially like when you consider what she's being used for in board, so like she literally is the least like security
Intelligence
system.
operation, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, securities, yeah.
and
I mean,
she
that's the whole
also,
Yamanaka clan. That's what they do for the Leaf, you know?
well, even that, like her mind communication jutsu that they use, that also has been very helpful, especially with Ada being there. Ada being able to see anything that happened from the time she was born to the present. Like,
Yeah.
so like they're able to have conversations that even Ada can't like be involved in because of and her ability.
Yep.
So because of that, I mean, elite Jonin.
It'd be nice to see, play a major role in beating Ada.
Oh, 100%, dude. I was actually I have a video that I never actually like uploaded because it was like really shitty, like a year and a half ago, when Ada was being introduced and shit. Actually talking about how I thought was going to be used heavily with her and all that.
She should be, but she's just become such a minor character.
Again, I don't think she's become minor per se, because as of the last like
Relatively,
20...
since part one, she's just become
bro, the last...
increasingly relevant.
That's the thing though, like I was saying, in board, so they've been using her a good bit as both the leaf security system and like especially as of late to have conversations the last 10 to 15 chapters without Ada being able to know, like
Alright.
she's been really important. I mean, if we want to go by like screen time, she's been in probably 25 to 30% of the manga chapters, whereas Kakashi hasn't appeared yet. Although Kakashi, we can add this conversation later on. Kakashi's going to be making his appearance damn near soon, I bet you. Iruka, you go high tuning.
Yeah. That's literally his rank too, so.
Bro, what was his bull's name?
Inoichi.
It was something,
Yeah, Inoichi.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like, I knew it
Oh,
was...
I thought you were like, yeah, it's something. I was like, yeah, I just said it. Yeah, I'd slap him right between Hanabi and Choji. Or right there between Choji and Chozo. That works too, yeah.
Well, I was about to say also, if we're going by like their adult forms, since they're not like shown on here, I think Choji needs to be higher.
You know what? Yeah, I agree.
I feel like by the end of
He's
Shippuden, he's probably
he'd
S
definitely be
rank.
stronger than Hedon. Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with that.
Ishiki.
Visible. Nah, he got absolutely bitched by Baryon mode. Put him Cheekin plus.
Bro, how did he get bitched by Baryon mode?
Dude, he was absolutely he couldn't land a hit.
Doesn't matter if he couldn't land a hit, he could both react to the attacks and was literally alive after Baryon mode expired. He outlasted the Baryon mode.
Yeah, but if Baryon mode had lasted longer, he wouldn't have made.
If he was in a perfect vessel, Baryon mode would have been fodder to him. Jigen wasn't a perfect vessel. That was the whole thing why he had that
I know.
that 2-day time span in the first place.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't a perfect vessel.
But he's at the very
All right.
least low end relative to Baryon mode.
Alright, yeah, alright.
This motherfucker.
Forget if that's Genma or not.
Now we already got Gemma.
No.
Gemma's right here.
No, yeah, that's I know their fucking
Is
name.
it Izumo?
Yeah, that's Izumo. Or that could be Kotetsu. Hold on.
Nah, I think Kotetsu's the one who kind of looks like a ripoff of like Danzo / Kiba family member.
Yeah, you're right. You have Izumo in your hand. Yeah, you're right. Kotetsu's the one with the scars that he covers up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He looks like a fake like Danzo Kiba family member type hybrid. This is Izuno, I'm pretty sure. He looks so much like Sasuke.
Yeah, that's Izumo.
He looks so much like Sasuke, it's
He
crazy.
does. It's uncanny.
Madara don't look shit like Itachi, but they made this do. Which is funny because Sasuke is supposed to be the Indra reincarnate like Madara. You think he would look more like Madara than Madara's fucking brother.
Well, Naruto doesn't look anything like Hashirama.
No, I understand that, but he's also not from the same like bloodline. He's just a reincarnate. Sasuke is from the same bloodline.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, he's definitely got to be Haikage. He had an MS. I mean, that should just put him above Fugaku automatically. What do you think, Infel?
I agree.
Here? You agree with where?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. This bull. He's one of the 7 ninja swordsmen, so I put him below Amayori. Purple hair.
Bro, where do you see purple hair?
Amayori Ringo with the purple hair.
Bro, that if you're talking about her hair's red.
It's like dark purple, not dark purple, but it's like purplish on the spectrum of color. Anyway, that guy, he's also a swordsman in the mist. You can put him anywhere after Amayori, honestly. Besides Amayori, Suikazen, and Mugetsu, they're all pretty interchangeable. Jiroba. Nah, he's getting level for sure, dude. He got bitched.
You're crazy.
He got bitched by Choji.
Okay, but Choji, just because he is a Genin by rank doesn't mean he's a Genin by strength.
No, I'd put him elite Jonin. He's definitely below S rank.
Yeah,
above
when he's in the curse mark, he's definitely at that level. I feel like we need to move them back too.
Okay, that's fair.
Same with him.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say he's not moving past Choza, and the other Sound 4 I'd put relative with him, but also not past Choza, and then obviously Kimimaro would go higher.
Alright, boy. Do we have adult Sasuke on here? As I feel like we probably do, based on the way.
Yeah, we do. He's right there next to Sasori.
Oh, we're sorry. Yep. Alright. So War, Kaguya fight, Rinnegan, Sasuke, whatever you want to say, end of series, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Kaguya
say...
is where I'd put him in a series.
I don't know, man, because like it took Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, and Obito to beat Kaguya.
Yeah, but he's low end relative to Kaguya after the fight, just because he continues to grow in power as he fights Naruto. Along with he should be relative to Three-Eyed Madara, and when Madara only had one eye, Hagoromo like straight up said like he is rapidly approaching my strength.
Yeah, alright.
Judo. We don't have Boruto for him, so we won't include that. Although his Shinin Boruto's not even canon anyway, technically. So,
What?
So I had to take what you will with that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'd probably put him like, if we're going by Boruto, I'd put him high mid Kage. Although I feel like he'd probably be above the people we have so far in High Kage as well. Just because like he gets the nature energy, which is a huge amp. He has the modifications to his body, and like even like before Boruto during the Kage Summit, he was able to kind of like react to the Raikage and shit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right.
Sage Kabuto.
How many more do we have?
Boy. Oh boy, me and the homie the Grass Ninja we've had countless discussion on this man right here, Sage Kabuto. Absolutely busted character. I'd honestly put him up here. You can probably argue a live healthy Nagato versus him.
Shit.
But I'd honestly, especially considering Edo, I would put him above everyone on Perfect Jinchuriki so far.
Alright.
Like, without Edo, it's definitely, like, it might look sus to have him over Nagato and shit, but, like, with Edo especially, he has Edo Itachi, Edo Nagato, Seven Swordsman, Edo Madara, like, and a whole bunch of other Kage level fighters, so. Now, if we're going by normal dude Kabuto, I'd say probably
yeah, I agree with that.
I put him up here just because he's supposed to be like Kakashi relative.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, Fugami or Kagami, my bad. Why did I say Fugami? I just combined his name with Fugaku, but Kagami Uchiha. According to Shishui, Kagami is like supposed to be stronger than even him, and Danzo like respected the fuck out of him. He was the dude who was on Danzo and Hiruzen's squad with Tobirama.
Yeah.
Like, Danzo respected the fuck out of this dude. We know how Danzo
I
feels
have to
about
say
the
he's
Uchiha.
below Kage level.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Just he's probably at the top of it, honestly, based off who we have so far. Yo, Dub, check out the new emotes. Got some new ones up there. Kaguya.
Kaguya would be Kaguya relative.
I believe they have, yeah, they have DMS Kakashi on here. So if we go Kakashi up to before DMS,
Um,
uh,
DMS Kakashi would definitely be Kaguya relative because he blitzed the fuck out of her.
well, this
and
isn't
overwhelmed her with
DMS.
power.
I'm saying like this is Kakashi before DMS, like War before
Oh, okay,
DMS
okay.
type shit. So I would say honestly above KCM1, just because he was a big part of like helping KCM1 Naruto get the hits on Obito with having the Kamui.
Yeah.
The Kamui's hacks in itself, and when it comes to just like him as a fighter, both strategically and his arsenal, like
Yeah.
the only Sage Kabuto and Nagato have like a higher, better arsenal per se on the list. So, I mean, Sage Kabuto's arsenal is insane. Alrighty, so where does this sorcery victim go?
Mhm. I mean, we can put him S rank. He's literally declared to be an S rank.
He's an S rank, like from a bouncy level, but I don't think they like go past that when it comes to the bounties and shit. When it comes to just like as a fighter, I feel like he's definitely low Kage level.
Okay. I'd put him beneath the swordsman though.
I wouldn't, just because of his 5 hearts, all 5 chakra natures, and the fact that like none of them have an attack anywhere near as strong as Rasen Shuriken to destroy 3 hearts at once, or as strong as the Raikiri to like just like one shot him per se.
Okay.
That's my reason. Hashirama's dad, I mean, if you want to go by, well, he lived against Hashirama, he might be stronger than his dad, then, I mean, sure, I'll give him that wank. I'll give him that wank. I think that's fair. Alrighty, Kankuro. I think he did some shit in Orishiki, to Orishiki during the time slip arc and Boruto, but the canonicity of that arc is heavily debated, so I'll put him Kara outer level as an adult. I say that's fair. I don't know if I put him over Ale, but he's Kara outer level, I'd say, as an adult. You think that's fair?
Who, oh, Conqueror?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Karin.
Karin Uzumaki.
Now it's crazy because like when she has her like Sasuke amp, she's just Sanin plus, bro. Like,
It's so true. It's stupid.
but like as herself, I'd probably put her high Jonin level. Honestly, I'd put her elite Jonin. I'd put her elite Jonin. She'd probably in a fight beat everyone on here, as maybe aside from Hinabe because of Hugo.
I was gonna say Hanabe would definitely beat her,
but she's got high as fuck chakra reserve. She's got sealing jutsu. She's got her healing abilities, and she's got physical strength.
She's got the healing jutsu on top of the fact that she's an Uzumaki, which makes her a natural prodigy.
Hell yeah, like she's busted. This bitch's name's Karui, right?
Yes.
I like how I go. This bitch's name is Karui, right? Where do you think she's at?
She's definitely far weaker than Choji.
Where's Choji?
Let's give her Jonin, high Jonin level. I wouldn't say elite. I'd say just high Jonin. Period.
We need to add a high Jonins here. Hey Dub, little fun fact on that animated email you just sent from Onyx's channel. I actually made that one. Um, where does she go? Alrighty, where does bitch ass go? Nah, but for real, where are you thinking for our boy? I appreciate it, Dub. Actually, a few channels, that every now and then, like, I'll see their emotes in my chat or, like, in other chats, and I'm just like, hey, I made that emote. But, Kiba, where is...
Phobic every time he sees my emotes.
I've made yours. I've made a few for Ty. I've made a few for Duffy's. I made a few for Onyx, and then I've made a few just for like people who have actually like hit me up to pay me to do it. You know what I mean? Like just business customers type shit. So every now and then I'll see some shit randomly. I'll be like, wait, I made that. I think one of my favorite ones is the one I made for Ty, where it says Ty Guy, but it looks like the Pornhub logo. Like that shit's so funny. Matter of fact, let me see if I can put that in chat.
I would definitely put Kiba above Katawi.
Oh, I'm just doing something real quick on
Oh,
the
okay.
monitor. Here it is. This is the one I was talking about. That's one of my favorite emotes I've ever made. I made that one for Ty. His name is the Pornhub logo. It's so funny, bro. Where do you think Kiba should be, Phil?
Honestly, dude, I'd put Kiba like the bottom of the S rank tier.
That's fair. That's fair.
And yeah, like we
Alrighty.
discussed earlier, we'll put Keto
Maru.
with Jirobo. I'll put him above Jirobo, obviously. Despite Sakon and Ukon, if they're even on here, giving Kiba such a hard time, I would put them between Keto and Jirobo. I feel like Tayuya was the weakest of the four. She just had the most hacks. Then Jirobo, then Sakon Ukon, and then Keto. Just in terms of like raw power and physical strength.
I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to physical strength, I think Jirobo is the strongest. But when it comes to overall power and just combative capability, I think he's the weakest. I don't think it's Tayuya. I think he's dumb. I think he's stupid, and they all make fun of him. Like they all just like blatantly say it to him like all the time. Like
yeah,
that's
they
my
do.
reason. B. Everybody's favorite rapper, Shinobi. I'll put him above A, but below Naruto.
Okay.
I think a lot of through the series as well. Like I think when you get to like the war arc, he is above A. Like it's close, but I think it just is B above him. But I think a lot of A being above him throughout the like majority of the series is due to him just his irrational fear of A. Like if he just realized like, yeah, like I'm relative to this dude. If I just stop being a bitch, like I probably can surpass him any day now. Like he would have a while ago, I feel like. But it's kind of shown that like he kind of just has this like fear / like respect type of fear like for A.
Yeah.
Maru. Alrighty. See, me personally, probably not of. It's fucking hard. It's really hard, but Lil Kage at least. I'd honestly even say he's bitchin' Dan. What do you think?
Kidomaru or Kimimaru?
Yeah, like
Yeah, he's not bitching Don, but he's absolutely mid Kage level.
you know, do you think he would beat Don though?
I don't think so.
Why not?
You
Because,
always
like,
hit me with it. It's
no,
hard
because
to
just when it
talk
comes to actual feats, like Kimumaru just has so much more to go with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to. It is hard to talk about Don because of his lack of feats, but he is known to just be terrifyingly strong. He's literally, fucking. Who was his uncle? He's related to one of the Hokage. I can't remember who. I don't remember, but yeah, that's why.
I don't think he was related to any of the Kage, but I know he was.
Oh, that's right.
he
No,
was Shishune's uncle.
His uncle. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Already Genkiku.
That's Keen.
I don't fucking care, bro. I'm gonna be honest, like I am seeing like triple right now. I care, but at the same time, like I don't care that much.
I got you.
Speaking of kin, you see, this is where it becomes kind
Yeah,
of
no,
scuffed
I was gonna
because,
say,
like,
I was gonna say he should definitely be at the top of Keen Shiki relative.
no, he should be. Here's the thing: is like I don't even think Kinshiki relative should be a tier, considering that like he's more Kaguya relative.
Okay.
So where did Darui and fucking
Yeah, where'd they all go?
They went to the bottom. Bet. So we'll.
What about Gara? Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
I forgot he was.
Gar's up
I
there.
forgot he was up there.
Just because he has shit with like Fuse Momo. Bro, this picture. I can't take him seriously. I just can't. What do you think? Like, hi, Jonine?
Jonin. Above, yeah, I was gonna say above Izumo Kotetsu.
Kashin Koji. It's funny that we get this actually, because my question for like the Discord tomorrow in the morning was gonna be Delta versus Kashin Koji.
See, I don't know enough about their feats and all, but I gotta give it to Kashin just because of my Jiraiya bias. My Jiraiya.
Jarius. See, go and buy feats and all. I want to give it to Delta. I do think it's a really good discussion though, like, and it's one that was like implied to possibly have happened. Just because like Koji was high key about to square up with her, and then like Amato comes in like, yeah, you don't gotta do that, bro, and then just says, Delta, go to sleep, and that bitch just passes out. So, but well, I'll put him up there with him. I think he would definitely beat Sakura.
Why the fuck did you put Minato in Geni?
Oh, I would never do Mina Goat like that.
Mina Goat.
Dub said, Val, how's Harry Potter?
Oh, it's so fucking amazing, Dub.
Yeah, I got
But yeah, doggy. Let's do 4 or 5 more, and then I'm gonna have to book.
Alrighty.
Conan. After our arguments about Conan, I gotta give her mid Mid Kage.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Speaking of Konohamaru, there's that little sourpuss bitch.
Where's Kara Outer?
Right there, Conqueror. There you go. There's Kotetsu.
Right, I
You're not gonna play him. I was gonna say you're not gonna put him on par with his partner.
I hate the random dudes in Naruto, bro. Oh, Kurenai.
Well, those three aren't random, man. Don't you know they're the reason that May was battlefield in the first place? Because it took all three of them to use Flying Raijin, which is hugely stupid. Phobic just has no words.
I mean, you kind of took them for me. But honestly, I gotta put Kurenai probably above Konan.
Honestly, I'd put Kurenai just above Anko.
Just above Anko?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she did try to Genjutsu Itachi, but like, is she really that weak?
I mean, that's implying Anko being weak in the first place. She's not, but she's just not that powerful.
I mean, if we're going by the grand scheme of this list, Anko is absolute dog water, but... What's up, Onyx? How you doing?
Onyx. Alright, alright, Kurosuchi, definitely on that same tier as the other Kage.
Oh, she did
yeah, there you go.
in Shojuro. I don't know what the fuck
and then,
at, so I'm gonna just say I agree. Got you.
And then what's his face? He's also 7 Ninja Swordsman user. He goes right beneath Amayori. I forget his name, but he had the sewing needle.
Everybody's favorite mother in the series.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go out on this highlight and put my name in the hat and say Kushina is mid Kage minimum.
You know, I was actually thinking that same line of thought.
I'd put her above Danzo, honestly.
You see, like, raw strength, yeah, but if I'm talking from a 1v1 fight, like, I think Danzo's coming out of that 10 out of 10 times.
Even if she had Kurama?
Yeah, just because, like, she doesn't really have much, like, mastery when it comes to Kurama.
Yeah, but if you just, like, let him amp her.
Yeah, but Danzo, he's got his Izanagi hacks, he's got his wood style hacks from his Hashirama cells, but he knows what the 9 cells are capable of. He's just gonna retreat.
Well,
like,
at the time Kushina had Kurama, Danzo wouldn't have had Izanagi hacks.
But that's not what this is. This is Danzo as he is.
Alright, fair. Alright, I'm satisfied where Kushina is. Alright, but this is where it's gonna have to be the line drawn for me.
Got you.
I will brush up on what you come up with in the morning, and I will tell you how wrong you are.
Got you. Bet.
Alright, buddy. Peace out, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for being on.
Absolutely, man. Anytime. Everyone, have a great night. Stay safe. Stay chaotic. Stay malevolent. Stay whatever the hell you're feeling right now. Just don't stay still.
Just don't stay still. Wise words of wisdom from the homie Foul Project Games. Appreciate having the guy on. Chat real quick. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, take a leak, and then we're gonna finish up this tier list. We got about 60 or so characters left. Onyx, if you want to get on with me after I finish this and do an NBA tier list, I am more than down. I gotta finish this one off first. Or here, I'm gonna message Fal. If Fal says that he can get on with me tomorrow to finish this, then we can do that. Although I don't know how exactly I would keep the site how it is. Hopefully it would just stay. But let me see. I can't copy and paste it per se, but real quick, yeah, so that's what I thought it would do. It like takes from the link back to exactly how it was. So we could probably just work with that. Paste that in my notepad real quick. So I'm gonna text Val real quick. Got you. So I'm gonna go until Val answers with this one. We'll see. If we're doing an NBA, the Grizzlies will be number one. And shit talking, can't win teams. Yo, Dub's cooking. Dub is cooking right now. Alright, Rock Lee. So if we go on again as they would be as adults. My guy. See, it's so hard because like adult Lee either way is absolutely featless. So even if you talk about like 8 gates, like you can only get into like the hypothetical strength level that 8 gate guy would be, because there's no way to say right now, aside from just narratively like power cliffing him, that he's definitely above guy. So because of that, I mean I gotta put him like down here. Alright, Moo. Moo is ooh. Yeah, Moo is definitely above Gengetsu and Fugaku. Jugo, in Boruto, like from just a pure scaling level, he probably isn't. But when it comes to hacks, he probably would be able to beat Jugo. So I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I'm gonna take a shower real quick. Got you, Onyx. Alright, is there any other version of Tental's Madara on here before I pick that one? Just so I know if I'm doing like 1 eye, 2 eye, or 3 eye. Alright, so it looks like we have Tental's Madara, all interpretations, so him with 1 Rinnegan, him with 2 Rinnegans, and him with 2 Rinnegans, and his Rinne Sharingan. So I honestly would say he's probably stronger than Hamura. I mean, it's definitely debatable. I won't put him above Hamura, but when he only had 1 eye, it might have been 2 eyes in the Ten Tails form. But if I'm not mistaken, it was when he had 1 eye, and yeah, it was when he had 1 eye, because he had 1 eye when Naruto came back, and Hagoromo was saying this to Naruto and Sasuke like during that brief time they were out of the battle. that Madara was rapidly approaching Hagoromo's power, and that was with one Rinnegan. So like with three eyes and everything, he very well could be above Hagoromo, but we're not gonna keep him above or below Hamura, above Hinata. Edo Madara. See, Edo Madara is stronger than a live Madara, I would say, solely because, one, he might be weaker due to having the nerfs of Edo, but he has a limited chakra regeneration with Edo. His body is modified with Edo to have Hashirama cells, so he has wood style, and his Rinnegan is amplified a lot compared to like it would be as his old man form where he had the Rinnegan. Not even considering this form, which wouldn't have the Rinnegan. So like all in all, he has a way wider arsenal of hacks and abilities, along with being like literally the same person from like a character perspective. So he's gonna know the counters as Edo to all of his alive self, but his alive self isn't gonna know the counters to all of the Edo shit that he got. DMS Kakashi, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now we're cooking. I would say DMS Kakashi definitely above end of series Sasuke. Main reason for this, obviously they're all Kaguya relative. Um, honestly, I hate to do it, but Kinshiki needs to go up more. The thing with DMS Sasuke is, in the brief amount of time that he had DMS, Kaguya's main concern was him. Like, Naruto and Sasuke were the ones who were physically capable of sealing and beating her, yet her main concern was Kakashi when he was in this state. Like, she had no answer for anything Kakashi was doing, but he had DMS. So because of that, I'm going to put him above end of series Sasuke. EMS Sasuke is relative to KCM Naruto. You can even get him a little bit higher technically, because he's also relative to Sage Kabuto. Alright, May. See, May. I don't think she's stronger than Danzo. I mean, honestly, I don't even think she's stronger than Young Hiruzen. But that's where I'll put her. I'll put her in the middle of mid. Middle of mid Kage. Mifune. Honestly, I feel like Mifune and Mei are like pretty relative. Although, like, if you go by Edo scaling, which I wouldn't, just because Edo Hanzo should be way weaker than a live Hanzo as an Edo. It would be up here, but you know what? We'll give him Sanin at least. We'll give him Sanin at least. Just because even with Edo nerf, like if he's Sanin plus and Hanzo, then Edo nerf shouldn't make it that much of a difference from Sanin plus, let's say, High Kage to Sanin. Might die. Who? Very well, just might die. He's complicated because in base absolute fodder, like bottom of the verse type shit. But with the 8 gates activated, he soloed the 7 swordsmen of the mist who we have along here. But it's like, where do we say 8 gates die caps at? Because it's also stated that regardless of who you are, when the 8th gate is active, you possess a power greater than the Gokage. The Gokage being the 5 Kage as a group. So like, technically, him in the 8th gate, it should be up like above A and Tsunade and shit. If you go by like statements and whatnot. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him in here just because of that. Like, alright, my guy. Whether we're going from base up to the 7th gate, obviously we have 8th gate here. Yeah, he's in this range, I would say, 100%. I might need to move him back. Casey and Minato. I don't want him that high. I would say imperfect Jubi and Cherokee level, just because like he was a big part of why 8 Gates Guy was able to fight Tensau's Mater in the first place. And he's clearly shown to be faster than 8 Gates Guy. And when we come to just overall abilities, he has way more abilities. He may not have like the raw strength that 8 Gates Guy would have, but he's gonna have more than enough when it comes to attack potency, and his speed is not to be fucked with. I just don't know if I would put him like definitively over Jubito, which is why I have a hard time putting him over Guy. But at the same time, when it comes to perfect Jubito, I don't know if I would definitively put Guy over him. So yeah. Now, alive Hokage, or is this Hokage? They don't have like a picture of him as Hokage on here, so even though it's technically Jonin Minato, we're going by alive up to him being Hokage. In which case, he is Sannin plus easily. I mean, honestly, you could probably scale him to this level. Perfect Shinjiriki. I would say he's probably beaten these characters below him, including Sasuke. I think Nagato as well. Sage Kabuto is where he really starts to run into serious trouble. Oh, I'm sorry, my pen just fell. But Misuki, where did he go? Misuki. I mean, he's above Iruka at the start of the series, but by the end of it, he's not even alive. Bro got offed in the first episode. Used Momo. Right between Akashi and Koji and Delta, I would say. Is that... That's why they're chipping me up with all these, like, Narutos. Move them down there. We'll get to them all in a line. But Neji... I'll give him S rank. I would say... You see... Yeah, I feel like it'd be disrespectful. Like, even though he might not have anything to really back it up per se. Narratively, Neji should just be above Haku by the time he dies. War Arc, Rinnegan, Obito. Hell yeah, dub. War Arc, Rinnegan, Obito is definitely Jubi level. Probably in between Edo and Alive Madara. Now, I know it might piss people off to have him like over Alive Madara and all that, but like you really gotta keep in mind that the gap between the two in terms of power is not nearly as big as people try to make it out to be. Obito is arguably faster, so he has that going for him, and he just has better hacks. So for this Obito, like, to be above Alive Madara, I don't think it's that far-fetched. Now, if we're talking like Orange Mask Obito, pre-Rinnegan, all that shit, then yeah, it's a different story. But I don't think it's at all a stretch to put this Obito over this Madara. Oh boy. I mean, he's probably stronger than everyone else in Low Jonin. Orochimaru. No, we're going by current board, so shit, like, I fully believe that Orochimaru is, like, he's waiting for his moment to really show what he's capable of. He 100% Kara Inner level, especially if you use the Boruto anime where he one-shotted a Kara Inner in, Victor. Now, in the manga, Victor's death is different. He dies to Kashin Koji, but in the Boruto anime, Orochimaru literally one-shots a Kara Inner, so yeah, I'd put him above Gaara too. I'd put him above Boro, especially considering Mitsuki was why they were able to solve his poison, and Mitsuki is a clone of Orochimaru, so alrighty. And I just got word as well from Fal that we can finish this up tomorrow, so we're gonna stop it there at Pain. Copy up the link, put it in the notepad. And now we kind of just gotta wait for, oh, speaking of the devil, I was about to say, now we just gotta wait for Onyx to get back, and sure enough, he's back. So Onyx Fowler actually just said that we are good to go, so this isn't for a YouTube video. The one that you and I are doing? Yeah. Well, me and you are doing is just for fun. The stuff me and Fal are doing is definitely gonna get turned into like a video as I go back through the VOD and upload it. It's probably actually gonna be used as like my 100 subscriber special, low-key, just because of how long it'll be, and it's basically like ranking every character in the series damn near. So I feel like that's fitting for a 100 subscriber special. But I'm gonna call you Onyx. Yep.
Hey, baby.
Was crack-a-lackin'.
Nothing much. I just took a shower. I'm about to head over next door because I'm watching my sister's dog for the week. So, I have to sleep over there for the night.
Nice, 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 nice.
So before I head over there, I want to do this NBA tier list because I got a couple of things to say about this fucking Grizzlies team.
So we're doing teams then?
Well, how do you want to do it? Like, do you just want to do it like, you want to do like just normal tier list, like like elites like top 5 or whatever, or how do you want to do it?
I'm playing One Piece while we're doing it. That's all. So otherwise, I'm totally ready.
Alrighty. I think this is Delta Fight Naruto.
That looks like Ishiki fight Naruto before Baryon mode to me.
When they were fighting Ishiki, they weren't in like a dimension with like trees and shit in the background. But when he fought,
Oh, is that what that is in the background? I thought that was like a rocky hill.
it looks like it could be either or, honestly. Yeah, even with the little thing here, it's kind of hard to tell.
That's clearly trees, yeah. So this is Delta or pre-Delta.
I would say Delta Fight. Maybe
Fair.
Shin Fight. I don't fucking know. I'm saying Delta.
Nah, that
Fight.
ain't Shin fight.
I only say that as that was also like in the woods when they first encountered him.
Yeah, but it was in Sunset. That whole fight ended within a couple hours. It never even got Sunset or next day or nothing.
Honestly, he can go at the bottom of like the Jigen Plus tier, just because like him and Sasuke were like relative to base Jigen. Like they might have been gotten kind of.
They were catching hands, but they were relative. Yeah, they could keep up.
Yeah, they were even able to get a few on it. Like the Jigen didn't go into his karma too, just to flex on him. Like he went into it because they pushed him into it.
I feel like it was half and half. I feel like he felt like he was gonna have a rough time without it, so he was like, "Let me flex on these guys real quick."
But only reason I wouldn't put him over like Limitless Code is because he just is straight up stronger than Jigen fully. So
Yeah.
And what's that?
Baryon mode. Yeah, Baryon. Literally belongs in Baryon mode.
I mean, you could probably put him above like them too, but like,
I mean,
that point in the series,
so far they're not. As far as we know so far, he could still be stronger than them. So,
but at the same time,
we can revisit this tier list later in a year or two when it's post time skip and think about that. But for now, I would put him on the top of Baryon mode just because it literally is Baryon mode.
It's just like that level of fighter, because I was saying last night when we put them up there that I would personally put them up here just because of the way that the story's going and like how strong they should be based on like the characters being introduced going forward.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just that we don't have any information that would give us those.
Well, we know Kawaki right. Yeah. We know Kawaki right now is like Jigen Plus.
Is he?
Yeah, like he's got full control over the karma without the threat of Ishiki like being able to resurrect her. He's got Ishiki's dojutsu in the Sukuna Hikona, and he keeps like as the story goes, like the last few chapters it gets like more triangles. So like he started with like 1 triangle in the eye, and then like by the end it was like 3, and then like I think it's up to like 5 or 6 now.
Oh shit! Out of what, 8?
Yeah. So like he's already getting to
Now, I mean that just means that his ocular jutsu is evolving. That doesn't necessarily. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just making a point. That doesn't necessarily mean he's getting stronger with it. That just means that his ocular jutsu is evolving. Because if you think about it, like from the perspective of the Sharingan, you could have a 3 Tomoe Sharingan. That doesn't necessarily mean you're super strong. Like Sasuke, when he awakened, it had 1 Tomoe in his left eye and 2 in his right. So that, that there, I mean, Sarado awakened hers with 1 and 1, and she's stronger than Sasuke was at that time. And Sasuke had 1 more Tomoe. So I'm just saying that the what's it, Majigger? I still can't pronounce that fucking jutsu's name. Just because it has more triangles does not necessarily mean that he's stronger, but that it is stronger. Now, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Well,
obviously,
it is in his body. It is
yeah,
his
no,
power.
he's a deuteragonist, so obviously he is getting stronger with it. But I'm just making my little spiel. That's all.
Even then, I think it's debatable if Sarada just awakened and her Sharingan is stronger than Sasuke.
I feel like she was stronger than Sasuke at that time.
But why?
Stronger than he was at fucking. I feel like base and base, she was stronger than he was at that age.
I think like right now she is. Like when you look at them like age to age, but I don't think at the start of the series she was.
All right. I mean, that's debatable, but moving on, I suppose.
Well, I mean, Sasuke in the first arc is like having light speed reactions with his Sharingan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd put him on the low side of Six Fat Sage mode with or strength with that. Yeah.
At the very least, like top of this, but
Yeah, at the very least. But I definitely, yeah. Actually, I would kind of put Hinata with Hamura Chakra above that level of him, because he's stronger than that in the last, and Hinata was on par with him in the last. So
she was on par with him in base. I don't know if him in base was necessarily stronger than him here.
Her with Hamura Chakra was only on par with him in base?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it might be only him in base, but keep in mind who that person in base is. I mean,
yeah, you got a point.
no small feat.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I mean, yeah,
especially
it could probably
especially for the only, especially for a chick who's barely got more screen time than the swing. Poor 10-10.
Naruto was a wall that got more screens on.
Then 10-10.
Yeah.
Is that like
this
where
is KCM
in the fight is that KCM Naruto at?
This is KCM too, so like this as a whole we would go over.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like you could probably flip flop like him and Hashirama, because Hashirama says a few times that like chakra and strength, like he's like reminding him a lot of himself in KCM too.
Didn't he at one point say that he'd surpassed him?
Maybe. I feel like he did, but I don't remember exactly.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean
yeah. So top of that is fine by me. And that.
So you're still there?
Yeah. I just accidentally said pop in stream, bro. I'm on with Dan.
So started Shippuden base Naruto. He's probably low Jonin level.
Yeah, I agree.
But with his big boy Rasengan, he definitely he's got that going for him. And his Genjutsu resistance that didn't work in the first arc, you know, that he's got that.
It only didn't work because he and Kurama didn't get along.
No, Jiraiya literally he taught him Genjutsu resistance like on his own.
Oh right, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like I understand it was Itachi's Genjutsu and all. It's just funny to me. He gets taught this during the time skip, and then the first arc it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and then he never has to deal with it again.
Yeah. Sage Naruto.
We're gonna put that at Sanin plus if you ask me, because he clearly surpassed Jiraiya in that at that point.
Yeah. He'd
I put him
probably.
above Hanzo because
Yeah.
he beat Pain and Pain bitched Hanzo.
Yep. Exactly where I was going with it.
Now there's Sage of Six Paths Naruto. I'd say Kaguya relative.
Yeah,
You
yeah. By
got
the
Sasuke and DMS Kakashi up there,
yeah.
so
Um.
definitely above both Kakashi and DMS. DMS Kakashi and Sasuke.
You think he would beat DMS Kakashi in a fight?
I think he could. Because remember, at the time, Sasuke was probably still stronger than DMS Kakashi, and Naruto beat Sasuke without trying to kill him.
So like, I get that, but when he was in DMS for like that 4 or 5 minute span, regardless of the fact that he couldn't physically seal her and Naruto and Sasuke were the ones who could do that, she was clearly more concerned about Kakashi than anyone else like there, and he couldn't even seal her.
That's because he had the same dimensional, space-time jutsu.
Yeah, he was also shitting on her though.
Yeah, yeah. But he had
Like-
space-time ninjutsu, and she recognizes that as a threat more than it. Because remember, she was focusing on Sasuke because of his eye.
Yeah, but after Kakashi's in DMS, that was her main concern, and he literally did more.
Because of the space-time
more.
jutsu of the Kamui.
He did, yeah, but just because that's because of it doesn't mean that negates like him being stronger. Kamui's hacks as fuck.
I suppose.
But
I mean,
in terms of physical damage,
we can argue with each other until we're blue in the face. Either way, it could flip flop. It's a matter of opinion.
No, what I'm saying is, in terms of physical damage, he easily did the most to Kaguya.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He speed blitzed her and took a literal chunk out of her shoulder with his Kamui Raikiri.
So yeah, just with that, like,
I still think the best representation of DMS Kakashi was in the Storm 4 game.
what they have him on in there.
He was literally so that they changed up Kaguya's boss fight just a little bit so that there was an actual like kaiju level boss fight in it where she kind of lost control of her chakra and she became, because obviously she's known as the Rabbit Princess, so she became this kind of 10-tailed rabbit that had like the other Jinchuriki's faces coming out of it, and the whole point was to throw Kamui shurikens at those faces to do damage to the big boss so that you could weaken it and then get to the next stage of the boss fight. But it was so cool to just fly around as DMS Kakashi knowing that you have Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke inside of your Susanoo and they can't do shit. It was so cool as a Kakashi fan to just play that part and know he's that motherfucking guy right now.
That sounds dope.
Like, in a fight against an interdimensional alien, Kakashi being that motherfucker is so dope.
Oh yeah, because she do be solar system level though.
She be what?
She do be solar system level, so yeah, that's crazy.
You think she's solar system level? Come on.
Bro, she literally destroyed one of her dimensions that had planets and star in the background.
That's, I get it. It's just so hard for me having watched Dragon Ball to look at other characters that aren't busting planets on the regular and be like, yeah, that's galaxy level. Like, it's so hard for me to do that.
Galaxy is so like
Galaxy is just the first word that came to mind, but you know what I'm saying.
But
watch people bust planets and continents on the regular in Dragon Ball. It's hard for me to imagine people being at that level in Naruto because they're just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can, but they're just not. So it's hard for me to imagine it sometimes.
Hell yeah. I mean, with that right there is why it's a good example, because that is her literally destroying the dimension. And even, like, in the data book, like, there's statements saying that she can, like, create dimensions at will. Like,
oh yeah.
Which, I mean, that's crazy. Because in order to like create a dimension, like whether it's one of her normal ones, like the lava one or the ice one, that seems to just be like a single planet, she's creating a fucking planet to do that, or if it's one of the bigger ones where we saw a lot of shit in the background. Like that's crazy to be able to just make that.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
compared to like current One Punch Man or especially like Dragon Ball scale, and like yeah, it might not be much, but like for the Naruto verse, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh, pain. What's up, Dub? How you doing?
Pain, he's gonna go obviously below Sage Naruto.
He beat
But
Sage Naruto though. Like Naruto had to go through the whole Nine Tails rage and then the Minato talk to like get back to normal at which point like he was able to regen a lot of stamina. Like in terms of capturing or detaining Naruto, Pain did that. That's why like
yeah, but he didn't do it while Naruto was in Sage.
well yeah, because he was able to outlast Naruto's Sage mode.
Yeah, but then he used cheap tricks to get to be able to do that because he fucked up Fukusaku and Naruto got distracted and lost concentration.
he still beat him.
Yeah, underhandedly though. He didn't do it because he was stronger. He did it because he was craftier.
Bro, how can you look at this man boxing with the fucking Six Tails in V2 cloak and then using Shibaku Tensei and say, yeah, Sage Naruto is stronger than that. This dude leveled the country.
You got a point. You got a point. You got a point. You
He
got a point.
soloed the village, leveled the country, and then fucking fought Naruto like right after, back to back to
You got
back.
a point. You got a point. You got a point. You got a point.
Dub said, "What's up?"
Pain was that guy. I mean, I'm not taking that away.
Like I'm not trying to diss Naruto either, because like he definitely has the argument. I just think like with all the context around it, like Pain is just above Sage Naruto.
Yeah.
Where do you think she goes, Val?
Oh fuck! I forget her. Pakura. That's her name.
I hate it, like how they had like this whole backstory and shit for this character. And
Yeah, the backstory was all fucking filler, but she's a canon character. Is what's fucking wild.
Yeah.
God, with her lava style. Or was it explosion style or something weird like that? Something that I came up with before Kishimoto ever did that Kishimoto got credit for. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, who did she get sealed by in the war? I feel like didn't she like lose to
I feel like it was fodder characters.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like she lost to pretty fodder characters.
Let me look it up real quick. Who did Pakura lose to? Hold on.
She was sealed by the 3rd Division. Yeah, she was part of the group that fought Sai and them. I know, get me wrong, like Sai.
Because I thought she was in the desert.
I'm looking at her right here next to Zabuza and Haku.
Okay, then I'm mistaken. I was thinking of someone else then. Someone else? No, because actually, I think she ended up in the desert at some point. I could be wrong, but
her name is Pakura the Sand, so like she might have been in the desert, like in her flashback in the anime or whatever.
Maybe I'm mixing memories. I don't know. She's got to be at least elite Jonin level, but I feel like she's somewhere between elite Jonin and S rank, like not quite landing in either.
I personally, I'd probably like put her here. I wouldn't say she's stronger than.
I can live with that.
I wouldn't say she's above like current Ino or Harain or Hinabi.
I can live with that.
That one guy. This was one of the dudes on Asuma and Shikamaru's team, like when Hidan killed Asuma, right?
That is Rido. He was not there. Or was he? I don't remember if he was there with Izumo and Kotetsu or not. No.
No, he wasn't. The
He
Shikamaru
wasn't
was
there with
them.
them at all. He was actually, I think, part of the 4 that were using the Flying Raijin to teleport Mei to the battlefield. But he had more of a presence in Part 1 Naruto than he did in Shippuden, but not by much. He was mostly seen during the Chunin exams arc. He was the guy who whispered in Hiruzen's ear throughout the fights during the Chunin exam arc.
Yeah, he was Hiruzen's guard. He was
He was his bodyguard during that time.
he was watching like the Sound 4 do their seal and shit.
Yep.
No, he was with them when they were fighting Kakuzu and Hidan.
Was he?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember him being there.
Yeah, so that was where I remembered him from mainly. So what do we think? Like just on par with these dudes? Val,
I'm sorry, what?
what do we think? Just like on par with
Yeah,
these
he's on
dudes?
the same level as Izumo Kotetsu and Genma.
I know, like in that.
I think Genma's above him, though.
So,
honestly. I think he's the bottom of these 4.
In the interaction with like Hidan and Kakuzu, he actually, like when they tried to kill Kotetsu and Izuma, he actually attacked them and fended off Kakuzu.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, then yeah, I would put him up there then.
The third Raikage. Shit, like
Third Raikage.
it's tough because like yes, Sage Naruto beat him as an Edo, but like he didn't really beat him as much as he made him beat himself.
Well, that's exactly what he and the Eight Tails did to each other. So he's at least Eight Tails level. He fought the Eight Tails for what? 10 days?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like stronger than B and A. And,
Yeah.
And as an Edo, like Sage Naruto in the War Arc was having fucking trouble with him, so like his alive self should be stronger. Didn't he fight like 10,000 dudes for like 4 days straight?
Something like that.
Like,
and he soloed the Ginkaku brothers.
Like that's some Madara level like badassery.
I put him above B, below KCM Naruto.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But Miles Morales on Steam and download it now. A-Dub, let's go.
Hey, Dub!
Let's fucking go, bro.
Dub, you're gonna have so much fucking fun with that game.
Where you think he belongs? Somewhere up here, obviously.
Who we got, Roshi?
Yeah. Somewhere up here.
It's hard to say, because he's implied to be a perfect Jinchuriki, but it was never established that he was or wasn't.
I don't know if he'd be able to beat people like Sage Jirai or Inoki either.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be able to beat Kinkaku and Genkaku?
I feel like he should be above Han, but Han had the 5 tails, so I don't know. Roshi and Son Goku just did more than Han and Kokuo did during the war. I know they were Edo, but still.
Do you think this is a good spot for him?
I think it's a good spot for him. I feel like we gotta move Han down, though.
I was just about to say, I think we gotta move him
down before. Nah, I would put him before Roshi, just because Han has so many fewer feats, and he and Kokuo just really didn't do anything. Even when the tail beasts were saved before Madara resealed them, Kokuo just didn't do dick. At least Son Goku attacked.
Yeah.
Kokuo like locked up, honestly.
Alright, Sai. So adult Sai's not on here, just like most of the characters. So
Yeah.
he's probably on this tier and board, so I mean he straight up is stated to be like worth to 6 in terms of like overall power. He's running the Anbu now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I feel like just with Boruto power
I'd
cliffing,
put
like I would
him.
put him S rank in the war. You know, I wouldn't put him over Neji, but I would say he was S rank for sure in the war. So like I feel like by Boruto, him being like mid to high Kage is
I would personally, I would say the highest of low Kage, in Boruto.
I don't think he's losing to anyone before. I don't think he's losing to anyone in mid Kage, honestly.
I don't know. Kushina got them anger amps. Her fucking temper alone would make Sai quake in fear. All jokes aside, yeah, I agree with you actually. I'd put him right above May actually. Right before Kagami is where I would put him.
That's here isn't.
Or whatever the fuck.
But
They all look
I'll put
same
him
in that
there.
flashback.
I'll put him there. Personally, in my opinion, I would put him up here. I don't think he would lose to any of these characters as he is right now. But I'll keep.
We got Sakon. We talked about this. As far as the Sound 4 go, I personally thought Kidomaru was the toughest opponent because of his versatility and his long range fighting style. Sakon had more hacks and fought Kiba, and we both know Kiba was not as strong as Neji.
This is the Sakon and Yukon, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but still, Kiba.
I'm just letting...
Kiba 1v2'd them basically.
I know he got saved by Konkoro.
Yeah, but I'm talking about he had them at a standstill before that, though.
Nah, they were hunting him down. Like, when Konkoro showed up, bro was, like, back to a tree, hand on his shoulder, like, scared shitless.
Yeah, but Kiba also managed to inflict a mortal wound on them. Or at least on Sakon. Or Ukon. Whichever the fuck one had their body in him when he stabbed himself. He inflicted a mortal wound on them. And he was pushing them to the point where they had to summon Rashomon just to defend himself.
Nah, I'm not saying that, like, Kiba was getting absolutely... It was, like... So
no, I know you're not saying Kiba was getting bitched, but I'm just making a case for Kiba here.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing, like... Like, I feel like if Konkoro didn't show up, that was probably the end of Kiba. Then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If the Sand siblings hadn't showed up, that would have been the end for Lee, Shikamaru, and Kiba.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just making my case because Kiva was 1v2ing them for a little while, even with their curse marks, after Akamaru fainted.
Sakuma?
Akumo! My guy.
I mean,
God, I wish he won the Naruto Top 90.
Same.
That would have been so cool.
If we're going by hype and lore, like, he's just above the Sannin.
He is, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's always been stated, so.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna put him above Sage Naruto or Pain just because he doesn't have any feats to back.
Yeah,
up,
no, he doesn't have enough feats to be put above them.
Bro, what was this bitch's name again? I know who she is, but I forget her name. Who?
Samui.
Samui. I mean, she's definitely 40 Otsutsuki God. She's elite Jonin, right?
She was. I think she was like classified as a special Jonin. I think.
I don't know if I could see her being like Korean.
I feel like she's above Karin.
Do you think
Karin was nothing more than a glorified healing bag. She's just a walking, talking potion.
Yeah, but she also has she got sealing jutsu and she got like crazy raw strength.
That's true too. I forgot about that first. For a second I forgot about that. I say, yeah, put her between Karin and Ino.
Sasori. What are you thinking, Cal?
For Sasori, where do we have Data again?
Data is down in
That's for reference.
Mid-Kage.
Yeah, he's right there, Haikage. Or Mid-Kage. Sasori, man, just because he's multi-country, if not continental, then I'd say we put him high Mid-Kage, like above Ryza.
I think he's bitching Conan.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I just feel like he would be on a
Well,
different.
I mean, I could settle on putting him top of Mid-Kage. I wouldn't be offended by that.
Well, I just feel like when you look at some of the people on the tier, like he should be a tier above them. Like him being on the same tier as Datara when Datara just straight up says that he's stronger than him. I mean, yeah, we have him higher, but like
Yeah.
that's where like I'm kind of hung up on it.
But do we truly believe May is weaker than these two?
Yeah, personally, I do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she might have a case for beating Datara, but
I mean, she has a case for being able to melt Sasuke Susanoo too.
ooh, you think that's a good spot for him?
Yeah. I just feel like we need to revise May because, like I just said, she was able to melt Sasuke Susanoo, and even further than that, inflict burns on his arms through it. I mean, that in itself is a feat, you know. Like, and Sasuke at that time was definitely bitching Sasori and Deidara.
That's a topic in itself.
I'm not saying 2v1, but like individually, he'd slap them at that point.
It's just hard. It's hard to say that, like for certain. But with May, like yeah, that's a good feat, but that's really her only feat in the series. I mean, she caught Sasuke 1 off guard with that, and 2, after that, like Sasuke gets past her into the room.
Yeah.
And then like when we go to the Madara fight, like she was just clearly, it was like they had panels like when each of the Kage are fighting like the 5 Susanoo clones, kind of like showing how each Kage's doing. And out of all 5 of the panels, like May looks like she is easily like handling the shit the worst.
It's been a while since I've seen these panels or watched anything, before main Warfront Naruto. Like, so.
Yeah, like you could probably, because she's able to do that, say like in a fight for Sasori, for example, she'd be able to like melt the puppets, but I feel like Sasori would be fast enough to hit a shot with the poison, like whether it's
remember what she was able to do with Vapor Style though, because she was able to make a vapor mist.
But do we think
that was what caused Sasuke's burn? So that would just melt the plastic of Sasori's body if he got inside that mist.
First, I don't think Sasori's body is made out of plastic. I mean, the puppets in real life are, but that looks like wood to me, which would be an even greater disadvantage, arguably. But with the iron sand, like I feel like the iron sand would be a hard counter to magma.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to get close, but if God forbid he did.
No, and that's the thing. Like him getting close would be her worst nightmares. I feel like he's faster than her. At which point he'd be able to poison her. But I think if she uses magma style long range, I do think that the iron sand is like a hard counter to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. All right, yeah, that God, they might even be relativistic, honestly. Like that'd be a cool fight to see. Like, there's so many things that me and you talk about that if I could pay Kishimoto directly to write and or draw, I would gladly do so. Like,
adult Sasuke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jigen and up for him.
He would be right there with Naruto at that point.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, that's Delta fight Naruto, but the Delta fight literally is like half a day before the Jigen fight. Like,
Yeah.
um,
And then we got
alrighty,
for
started
Shippuden
Shippuden
Sasuke.
Sasuke.
He was definitely up there. He wasn't. He definitely wasn't Kage level at that time, but
I personally think that he was, just
I
because.
I'd say he was high S rank at the time.
So my reasoning for it would be, I probably wouldn't put him above like any of these guys, but he has Kieran at that point, which Kieran is a Kage level jutsu.
Mm.
But
But so technically a Shadow Clone.
Shadow Clone is a forbidden jutsu, but like there's levels to it. Like Shadow Clone, yeah, you can make multiple of yourself, but if you're not good with that, you're not coordinated with that, like Naruto was at the start of the series, like it's gonna be kind of tough for you. Whereas like he's about to use this, and Orochimaru's like, no, bro. And when they go
Yeah,
back to the
Orochimaru
village,
stopped him, and he let that happen. And Sasuke's not the type to just listen to people who are weaker than him, which is why he was giving Kabuto like a cocky attitude.
who Kabuto is supposed to be like Kakashi relative. Whether you think it's a low end relative or relatively even is a different story, but he's supposed to be Kakashi relative. And Naruto was fatigued. I'm not gonna give him too much.
Yeah,
over
we all know
Naruto,
Naruto was fatigued. Yeah,
but Sakura, you could say maybe she was flustered
definitely
seeing
wasn't
Sasuke
100%.
for the first time. But
Yeah, she had
you have
she had that mental inhibitor of seeing Sasuke for the first time, and she wasn't 100%. Sai, on the other hand, did not have any mental inhibitors like Naruto and Sakura did, but
Sai is like
to say he was functioning at higher than 95%, I feel like would be a stretch because he had used some chakra, some effort up until that point. He just hadn't fought like Naruto and Sasuke had. And then there's Yamato, who had gone through the trouble of, transforming. He had to save Sakura. He tried to hold the bridge up. He had to suppress Naruto's chakra.
but by the time
He was doing all kinds of shit.
by the time
So
that they're at the lair though, like it's like him and Sai are relatively like back up. Because Yamato is like making wood clones and his wood clones are just kind of handling Kabuto, who again is Kakashi
true.
relative. Um
Yeah, because Yamato is Kakashi relative.
Yeah, so that's so you have Sai, who's like this Anbu member. You have Yamato, who's Kakashi relative. Naruto is fatigued, about to pass out, whatever. Sakura might be mentally nerfed, but she's still pretty strong. And Sasuke is just
She's strong, but she also was kind of not wiped, but she was tired from healing Naruto.
when they get back to the village and like they're giving their briefing to Tsunade, like Tsunade is just straight up saying like there was no way possible for him to have gotten this strong this fast. Like he has to
Without
be taking
or
drugs. Like he
yeah.
needs to be doing some crazy shit to be this strong.
And I totally believe it, considering it was Orochimaru he was with. But at the same time, I also kind of like don't. Because one, we never got any confirmation whether or not that was true, like that truly happened. Obviously, Tsunade knows her shit.
If
but
it ever happened.
If we never got confirmation that he was indeed taking any kind of drugs.
Oh no, I didn't say he was taking any drugs.
No,
but the mere fact that Tsunade
I'm
says,
just piggybacking off of your points.
No, I'm not saying him being on drugs is like what would make him strong, but I'm saying the mere fact that she thinks the only way he could be at that level is by that.
Yeah.
But they don't have like any other Sasuke like started Shippuden, so this would go up to Deidara fight, I assume, before he gets like MS and shit.
Yeah, actually.
So I mean, if we're going by that, like he would be up at this Kage tier as he beat Deidara.
Okay. All right, yeah.
C. Where does
You know C's name, but not Samui.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, like, because they all have yellow hair. They all have yellow hair, and it's like, bro, like, Like Naruto has yellow hair, Tsunade has yellow hair, and Samari has yellow hair. Let me focus on them, like before I gotta focus on these random ass fucking Raikage advisors. Like I don't give a fuck. That's just me though. What do you?
This bull.
I mean, he's. They don't. I don't know if he'd be able to beat base Naruto at the start of Shippuden.
He was a sensor type, and his biggest feat was being honestly his biggest feat that we've seen was being able to look at Sasuke and say, "Oh God, this guy's scary."
Yeah, that's what makes that even funnier and more of an anti-feat for him, because he, like, started Shippuden Naruto is supposed to have Genjutsu resistance. That's supposed to be like one of his things, and then Sasuke just puts him in one. He's supposed to be like this Genjutsu specialist, and Sasuke's just like, nope.
But yeah, I agree with that placement for sure. Now, Shino's dad, however, the Aburame are really busted though. Like, let's be honest, if they wanted to, they could take over the world.
I wouldn't go that far, but they're busted
Dude,
for sure.
their insects eat chakra, get bigger, and then eat people for chakra. If they wanted to, they could just spread their insects over a continent, and potentially, if like a group of them banded together, like say the whole clan went to the next continent over, and just threw their fucking beetles across the entire continent, they could take over that continent in a few days. Think about it. Shino one-shotted one of the biggest Ten Tails clones that was in the area with no problem whatsoever. He didn't even try. He just walked up to it, gave it a little tippy tap, and the thing started busting open with giant larvae. They weren't even fully mature beetles.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying that they're not
They're
strong,
busted. They are busted.
but I wouldn't say that they could take over a whole continent.
If they really wanted to, they probably could.
Because all it would take is like someone being relative or above them in just like basic stats, and then having like elite fire style jutsu, for example. And like those bugs, like
I mean, but they're so stealthy with them bugs. They could literally just waddle up. They could literally just tell a bug, "Hey, go to the feudal lord's house and bury yourself in his neck." And then they could be like, "Yeah, we got your feudal lord held captive." "No, you don't. He's right here." "Yeah, watch this." Boom. I don't know. Anyway, Shino's dad. I mean, Shino is low key powerhouse, so I feel like we could put Shino's dad in Lokage.
you think he would beat Neji?
Yes, absolutely. I think Shino's dad could absolutely.
I'll put him there. I personally don't agree, but I'll put him there. Alrighty.
Now with Shikaku and Shikamaru, are we taking into account their intelligence at all, or just
I
their?
mean, yeah, it's
thing?
part of. I mean, their intelligence is part of like their combat style.
Well, then Shikaku and Shikamaru are Hokage level.
Well, you can't just include the intelligence as like, yeah, he's this
No,
smart, so
but
he's
along with their shadow possession techniques and their ability, natural ability in the first place, they are capable of taking down opponents far stronger than them with little to no effort physically on their part.
Shikaku doesn't have any like Hokage feats though. Like Shikamaru, especially in Boruto, like he's got some crazy feats, but Shikaku, like, bro was a 10 cells bomb victim.
I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing. Like,
I mean, L survived it.
No. Don't talk to me about that. We've had this discussion. That is such a fucking stupid goddamn bullshit thing. How the fuck did he survive that when the entire vicinity in like at least a 1 kilometer fucking radius was eviscerated?
He was like about to die, and then Kara saved him. I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Kara. Oh, Kara. I was like, Kara.
But even that's like a stretch because I don't know if that's ever explicitly stated, and like
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
like Jigen was there, but I don't think Kara was formed at that point, just because like we kind of got like how Kara was formed backstory a few chapters ago type shit. And
Yeah.
Amato seems like he's a lot closer to the age that he is now when it was formed. So But I mean, I'd agree like low or mid Kage, but like, do we really
All right.
think?
All right.
Do we think like, yeah, he's smarter than Sasori, or yeah, he's stronger than Conan, but arsenal wise, does he have what it takes to take them down?
I think he does. I think he has that potential.
Um, all right, I'll put him there. It's another one I don't really agree with, but I'll put him there. Shikamaru. Now this one is
Shikamaru, yeah, you were just saying he has some crazy feats. I mean, I know he was able to suppress Kawaki with the Shadow Possession at one point. What else has he done in Boruto?
of there's he has a novel feat during a Kage summit. Things were getting a little rowdy, and he like
Oh, right, he put all the Kages in Shadow
he
Possession,
put
right?
all of them into Shadow Possession, including Naruto, and it took Naruto like flexing his KCM chakra for Naruto to break it, but like he didn't
Yeah.
break the whole control. He just broke the control over Naruto. And then like Naruto threatened him like, "Yo, like let them the fuck go right now, bro." And
Yeah,
so
because that was about to start a war.
so yeah, so he's got that, but he also caught Momo and Kinshiki in it.
Right, I remember that now.
Momo can absorb jutsu though, so unfortunately it didn't work out too well for him. He's caught him code in it a few times. He also was able to dodge. So this is hard to really use as a feat for him fully, and I'm gonna explain why. So in chapter 70 or 68 or 69, I think it was, when Ada and Code like are attacking the village in the Amato's lab, they come out and whatnot, and Ada with her like charm ability traps Delta under it. I don't know if you know, but they had Delta like reconfigured. Amato rewired her to like be an ally for the Leaf. So,
Oh shit. Okay.
So because of that, she was under Ada's control and like wants to kick Shikamaru because Shikamaru had Code and Ada like in the Shadow Possession, and she told her to like let them go. And that's why it's kind of like weird, because like further into it, Delta is just like straight up stupid. Like when she's around Ada, like she's a completely different character from like the I don't give a fuck, like I'll kill you type character that she normally is. So because of that, like her being under Ada's control could have made like that attack not as, you know what I mean? Like
You could remind me, or I mean, you probably just said it, and I probably like half heard you, but Ada's ability is what exactly again?
So Ada has two abilities. One is the Senrigan, and with her Senrigan, she's able to see all things from the time she was born up to like things going on currently anywhere like in the world or in like other dimensions. Like she was able to see like the last message that Ishiki's soul gave to Code in the dimension they had the 10th house, for example. Like she's able to see anything that happened from when she was born to currently. Her other ability is a charm ability, and it makes anyone
I thought that's what she had. Yeah, she can make like anyone fall in love with her if they attack her.
anyone non Otsutsuki or anyone non like blood related to her. Even Amato, like who created the like ability and all, is affected by it. So her charm ability is questionable also, because in chapter 75, I think it was, we got a whole explanation of this divine art called Shinjutsu, and that's like all of Ishiki's abilities, all of Momoshiki's abilities, and all of these higher tier Otsutsuki, like they use this thing called Shinjutsu. Essentially, ninjutsu is like a mere imitation, if you will, a lighter version of this divine art that the Otsutsuki have.
Okay.
And
with fuck, I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You were talking about Shinjutsu and how it's like this divine art that the Otsutsukis are able to use.
Oh, yo, JC Chuck It's, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. Don't know why my
Hey yo,
alert box
welcome,
didn't make a
welcome.
sound, but I appreciate it. Welcome on in. But alright, so yeah, I remember what I was saying now. So Ada's Senrigan is from Shibuya Otsutsuki, who is like this fourth dimensional Otsutsuki god character who was also
So that's who
introduced
the
in that
Senrigan
chapter.
came from.
So that's where her Senrigan and Damon's reflection ability came from.
Okay.
But after they had this whole
God,
dialogue,
that guy's busted as fuck.
hell yeah. So after they had this whole dialogue with Amato, Momoshiki has like an inner monologue with Boruto that was saying like, yeah, like he's not bullshitting, like Shinjutsu is a thing, but there's one thing about his story that doesn't add up, and that's like, I may not know how to use every Shinjutsu, but I'm aware of every Shinjutsu, and like that charm ability isn't one. So but yeah, I would say he's probably Karma Vessel level in Boruto, like no I'll put him over Kurisuchi and Chojuro. Honestly, I wouldn't put him over Darui and Boruto, but I say that's fair.
I agree with it.
Alright, where's he going?
What was Sai's brother's name again?
I'm pretty sure his brother's. I feel like it was fucking Dan, honestly. I feel like he was another Dan. I'm probably wrong.
No, it was like. No, I'm gonna look it up because that's gonna bother me.
Shin. I
Yes,
knew it was like
right.
a name that another character had. You know, granted the other Shin came later, but obviously that's the
you're right.
Shin more
It was
people
Shin.
think about. I mean, where's Sai? He's not stronger than Sai. I mean, he's...
No, you're right. He's not, because especially after Sai had the anger amp, he was just not capable of keeping up.
Like, do we think he's above the Sound 4 even?
Yes.
Do you think he's above Choza?
I don't actually.
Alright, that seems like a good spot for him, and I just seen you you redeem that hydrate, so
Yep, I took a drink myself, so.
You wanna take a look at what I'll be hydrating with?
Hey, some Arnold Palmer. Nice.
Yeah, shit's good.
Hey, man. Ain't bad.
I personally think those like in the half and half taste better than the tweez in the half and half.
Yeah.
Shino.
Yeah, I would definitely put him below his dad.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we go by like the first arc of the Boruto anime where like he's getting controlled by Sumere's like demon cat thing, whatever the fuck new is. Like,
Okay, don't. Just don't ruin Shino for me right now. Stop. Just stop talking.
I'd say Shin. I mean, this is where we need to make an adjustment, because he's above Sakura, but like Orochimaru is why he has all of what he has essentially, and Orochimaru and Boruto is no slouch.
Yeah.
Especially like with the Kara innards here, my main reason for it is just because like we know Orochimaru is making all of these clones of himself that are all strong as fuck, Mitsuki included. He is strong as fuck, like he's just kind of in the background doing his thing, getting stronger. And if we go by the way the Kara inner Victor died in the anime, at least, was Orochimaru just one-shotting him.
Yes, I actually saw that. He fucking obliterated that guy.
Yeah, and I mean that was the weakest Kara inner, granted, but that was still a Kara inner, so he
Yeah.
just one-shotted him.
Yeah, Yeah, to say he's the weakest car at Inner is like saying fucking Zetsu's the weakest Akatsuki. Like, he's still an Akatsuki. Like,
I mean, yeah, he's above Three-Eyed Madara, so.
you are such a fucking troll. I hate you.
Shishui, aka fucking Gonzo victim.
Bro. You with all this victim talk.
Oh man. I mean, I don't know if he would be able to beat Prime here. I mean, not Prime, Young Hiruzen, but I'd put him above Sai and May and
God
Kareem.
damn.
What do you think?
Shisui.
No, honestly, no, we can't put him up here because he straight up says that Kagami is stronger than him.
Yeah, alright, there we go.
I don't think. I think that would be a good fight, but I don't think he'd be. I think he wouldn't have the stamina to beat Kakuzu, honestly.
Yeah,
Like if he caught him in Kodo, it would be a problem. But like it would be like, how do you think Kakuzu would like handle against you just with having the 5 hearts? Like, how do you think that would work?
I don't know, because having 5 hearts isn't the same as having 5 souls.
Oh, 100%. But it's just like it's just weird. Because I feel like in terms of raw strength and power, like, he's definitely stronger than Shishui, but like, Shishui might be able to beat him like in a 1v1 fight just by having Kodo.
I feel like Shisui could beat Kakuzu.
That's what I'm saying, like, having Kodo, like, gives him a huge advantage there to be able to do it.
Yeah, Kodo
I
would be
feel
a
like
problem, but I feel like
that's what I'm saying. I feel like he would beat Kakuzu, but I feel like Kakuzu is stronger, is what I'm saying.
yeah, physically, absolutely. I don't feel like Shisui would need Koto to beat Kakuzu.
I think he would.
Because he was relative to Itachi, and
yeah, but he was relative to a younger Itachi. I don't think Shishui.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think he's faster than the Kakashi that what's his name fought, that Kakuzu fought. I don't think he's faster than that.
Maybe
that
not
Kakashi.
without his body flicker, but with his body flicker, his movement.
Like, I don't think he
needed
is.
to be near instantaneous.
Yeah, but he's instantaneous movement. He still needs to have the reaction speed. Like, the movement itself might be instantaneous, but only after he reacts to it. Because like don't get me wrong, like, his body flicker is crazy, but like every high level shinobi, once you get to before the middle of Shippuden, is using the body flicker.
No, they're just moving fast as fuck.
No, it's body just no, like the body. No, the body
was an actual jutsu that
yeah.
Shisui used to
The
make
body
near
flicker
instantaneous movement. It was superior. It was inferior only to the flying Raijin as a teleportation jutsu.
Yeah, and you realize like, it's a very easy to learn jutsu. Like, just look it up right now. The body flicker is not like some crazy hard to acquire jutsu. Like, Shisui in his lifetime when he was alive may have been the best at using it, but I mean, body flicker, that's when Naruto used the Daijo Raikage, for example. Like,
when he swerved and dodged his arm to hit him with a Rasengan?
No, not the third.
No, that was not body flicker. That was all Kurama speed.
When Kurama and him coming together to use
that was just raw speed. That wasn't a jutsu.
Bro,
that's
that was
all
body flicker. That was literally body flicker.
I mean, I would need to see like an actual stated thing that says it's body flicker and not just speed to agree with that.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, look up right now. Body flicker is not some crazy jutsu to learn.
I'm not saying it is, but
body flicker technique is common to almost all shinobi.
So who we got next?
No, I'm getting the
Oh, okay.
I'm saving the stuff now. One second. I'm just getting everything I need. So with just the way this goes, you can watch like the anime scene too, as it'll show it a lot better than the stills from the anime or the manga panels. But he's literally about to get punched by A, and then he flickers across away from him. Like it straight up shows his body flickering and everything. Like it doesn't state that he used the body flicker, but it shows him doing the body flicker.
I I don't. I just see A's fist colliding with the wall.
Yeah, and Naruto, bro, the panel under that is the panel before that. Naruto's fist is in A's face, like it's literally there, and then A's just hitting the wall, and Naruto is on the complete other side of him. And again, if you watch it in the anime, it literally is the same animation that they use for Shishui doing body flicker.
All right.
But like, I don't think like you maybe with this body flicker against base Kakashi at that point he could be faster, but I don't think he'd be faster than like Lightning Blade Kakashi.
Okay.
Do you think he would? I mean,
It's just hard to say.
I think it'd be close. Like I think that would be a good fight. I think Kakuzu fight
Yeah.
Kakashi is like where Shishui would cap off. I think any Kakashi after that is just completely bitching him. But
Yeah. All right. I can settle on that. I can agree to that.
I think him being right here next to below Kagami and above Kakuzu is fine.
Yeah, it's definitely fair.
Shizune.
Shizune,
I mean, in raw
I'd
strength,
put
she's
her elite
probably
tuning level because she never really did anything. She's never shown to be incredibly strong.
So the main thing is like she's Tsunade's like second best student, and when it comes to like raw strength, I feel like she's probably
like
like,
she's
below.
medically capable, but
Hell yeah, she's medically capable, but like she's able to throw a punch too. So I feel like she's probably like relative to Chozo. I think that's fair.
I disagree with that.
Oh, do you think Shin would be able to beat her?
Yes, I
Ant?
sincerely think that. I think end of series she'd be above the Sound 4, but I think Shin could beat her.
What did Shin do that you think would be able to beat her?
I mean, just look at what everyone else around him was doing at the time. Shizune has never been shown to be capable of doing anything of the sort. She's never been shown to be incredibly powerful. She's medically capable. She knows how to create poisons. And she did throw hands with Kabuto a little bit, but that was in part 1 when Kabuto was kind of a spindly little Kakashi relative bitch. I can't see her being from a combat perspective, I can't see her being anywhere near relative to Choza.
Hold on. I gotta see. I know she had her soul pulled by pain, but I gotta see like she reacted to the path at all beforehand. Because like that would be like
because she did die there. That was a.
It was like, but that would be like her by herself. Whereas like Choza was fighting stronger past, but he was also like Kakashi was carrying that group. Like no.
Kakashi was carrying that group, and that group consisted of Choza, Choji, Kakashi, an unnamed Akimichi, I think an unnamed Hyuga, and another Jonin.
But I'll put her below him. It's fine.
Who's that?
That's I forget his name, but he's the dude from the Virginia Bandits arc and board. So he's
the one
that
Naruto perfected his Rasengan against.
Yeah, I mean, he can go there.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot for him.
Honestly, I don't even think I don't.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, I feel like Kankuro should have been higher than him. He just keeps dropping further.
He just keeps getting lower and lower.
Love it. Love it.
Put it in there. That's the lowest I'm going with him. Suigetsu. I would say, especially since we're going by like if they're still alive using their current cells, he's strong and bored, so he's probably low.
I would put him above Mugetsu at this point.
Oh yeah, I would say
he definitely hasn't surpassed his father, but
I would say here's a good spot for him if we're going by like him as an adult and bored. So
yeah, he hasn't surpassed his father, but he's definitely above Mugetsu at that point. Is that his brother's name or is his dad's name Mugetsu? Because the Mizukage was his dad.
Yeah. I don't remember. I know the one Mizukage's name was like Gengetsu or something like that. But,
yeah, the reanimated Mizukage that the Allied forces fought in the desert was a Hozuki, and it was implied to be their father. I just don't remember his name.
I don't know because they fought Gengetsu in the desert too. Like he was the dude with the clams. Yeah. It's Gengetsu.
Yeah,
it's him.
Yeah. Okay, so his name is Gengetsu.
Yeah, Gengetsu Hozuki.
Okay, so Mugetsu is Suigetsu's brother.
Yeah. Tayuya.
Bro. Fucking ant.
Even spelled Conan right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who Conan is, but alright, so we got Tayuya here.
I'd say she's like
I put her between Sakon and Jirobo, yeah.
Bro, look at that, it's on the same page. Madara's dad.
Is that who that is? Is that Madara's dad?
Yeah. Put him up with Hashirama's dad.
Beneath Madara, like he and Izuna surpassed him quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Hashirama's dad. Where's he at?
Oh god. Didn't we have him up higher? We had him up higher.
Bro, where is this fool? Oh, there he
Go
is.
up high.
There he is, right here.
Yeah, there he is.
I mean, we don't really know which one's stronger, but if we,
I truly believe Hashirama's dad was weaker than him.
That's fair. I'm only putting them relative to each other just because like we go by like.
They are. They were
but that and like
each other.
Yeah, like the whole Senju Uchiha narrative, and then being like the two like heads at that time, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. And their genetics went on to spout to relativistic gods. So
I'm trying to
I was gonna say we gotta give Tamari a little respect because she did fucking. I mean, She didn't do anything to him because he was Edo, but she fucking slammed Madara at one point.
Hell yeah, and I'm going by like
If
just
Madara
like we
was
are,
alive, he would have at least taken damage from that.
and considering we're going by like her growing up and all on board, so I mean,
Exactly.
she's probably in between Konohamaru and Kankuro.
That
used
and
to-
as a woman and as a wife, she's the new age Kushina because she's constantly got her husband and child afraid of her.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
That's
Oh,
Tonari
there you
in
go.
a fucking whatchamacallit form.
I would put him there personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I mean, which of these Narutos are we considering as last Naruto?
I don't think Last Naruto's on here per se, but I feel like the 2 year difference between like this Naruto and the Shippuden and Naruto and the last like isn't as big of a gap in power as it would be like here to Boruto or the last to Boruto.
Yeah. Like,
And-
alright, so how do we feel Hamura Chakra Hinata compares to him?
I mean, I feel like she kind of caps off like as a high-end relativistic to base Naruto because in the last at the start of the movie, that one like head of the like Tensegon puppets is fighting Naruto in base, and this is a bloodlusted Naruto. Like they have Hinata, he is pissed off, and this Tensegon puppet is fighting with Naruto, like little to no issue. Like eventually he retreats and all that, but then Hinata is fighting that same Tensegon puppet and like arguably doing better than Naruto was in base when he was bloodlusted, but this Tensegon puppet was right next to this Tensegon, which means it was a lot closer to what's controlling it, which can be used to imply it's a lot stronger than it was when it fought Naruto as well.
So are we saying that Hamura Chakra Hinata is superior to base Naruto in the last?
I would say so.
Okay, that's fair. All right, I just wanted to get our bearings on where we consider her compared
So,
to
yeah, I'll
last Naruto.
I'll put
Yes,
her
okay,
over.
I agree with that.
I'll put.
I
her
actually
over.
wanted to make that argument earlier, but I didn't know how to execute the argument, so I bit my tongue.
Fair enough. 10-10.
The swing victim.
So
Let's
like,
not forget. Let's not forget. 10-10 is the fastest in the verse.
the fastest to call for Neji and Lee to help, maybe.
Now, have you ever seen the meme where it's like Minato, Flying Raijin, Obito, space time ninjutsu, 10-10, when she starts running around Tamari in the tuning exams?
So I feel like with especially in Boruto, her having the Hagoromo weapons, like
Did she keep? Is it confirmed she kept?
yeah, she has like the 6-path sage mode weapons, all that shit.
Because like, where the fuck did she? What the fuck did she do with them?
Well, I mean, it's still 10-10, so like, yeah, she might have had that shit, but she's not touching like the high tiers of the verse.
But I'm just saying, like, why didn't she have them on her when she came to the other battlefield? Why did she leave them behind?
I don't know, but I know.
Because she could have like at least used them, like she could have done something to a Ten Tails with those, like.
We can just chalk it up to bad writing.
Yeah, I feel like Kishi just hates her.
But I feel like she would, like, as an adult, especially with having that, she would definitively be like everyone below her, but like the people in this tier is where it starts to get like very contentious.
I'm just looking real quick. Yeah, I feel like she could beat all these guys, but I don't feel
I
like
don't know if she'd be able to beat Boruto Jugo.
No. I'm saying the guys below her. I feel like
Oh
she
yeah,
could.
yeah.
I just don't feel like she deserves to be in that tier.
I agree, but like, it's just like
how she is as an adult. Like maybe this
Actually,
version
I
of her.
highly disagree that she could beat Sasori.
Uh,
He's probably a lot faster than her, and I mean, at least back in the war, she could only use those six paths weapons twice, and before she was barely hanging on to consciousness. Sasori just would keep his distance, and then I feel like she can't effectively use her weapons against 100 puppets.
um. Uh,
What do you think as far as that argument?
I'm trying to determine fully how I feel on it, just because like
Like, there's a point to it. I mean,
it's just like in the anime especially. I can't remember if this was in the manga or not because I read the manga like long before like the Ishiki stuff was going on in the anime. But
uh,
in the anime, like her, Konohamaru, Lee, Choji, Kiba, like they all like go to intercept Ishiki when he shows up at the village before Naruto and Sasuke get to him. And
mm-hmm.
she gets very fucked up, but and as do them all, but she tanks and survives like a attack from Ishiki with Daikokuten, like trying to crush them and shit. Like he that attack was strong enough to take Lee, Konohamaru, Choji, Kiba, and Tenten like all out like at once, and she like they all still survived it.
That
Konohamaru
is a feat. That's a feat in itself.
Konohamaru came out
Or
like
I mean, that's a durability feat. That's not. That's not necessarily strength. I mean,
I mean it's correlated
yes, they do. They do correlate, but
because the other thing you had to account for is just like the power cliffing of Boruto would just have her being a bit faster than she was in the war, more chakra, like just she'd be beefier than she was in the war. And there's
I don't
never
disagree with
stated
that at all.
it's never stated with her like Hinata for example. She's a housewife, but like Tencent, like she still be doing ninja shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I feel like especially with experience at this point, and like from I like Sasori, but I don't think Sasori would be able to beat Boruto Tencent. He might have a larger arsenal per se, but I don't think that would make up for the difference in what should be a faster Tencent than him and the six pass weapons.
All right. Yeah.
Alrighty, the third Kazekage.
Who we got here?
Third
Oh, third
Kazekage.
Kazekage.
Well, he just is stated to be like the Sand Village's strongest Kage. I would probably put him over Gengetsu at least. I want to put him over Mu or Boruto Jugo, but
Yeah, but at 16, Sasori bitched him.
he didn't bitch him. It's actually like Sasori beat him. Don't get me wrong, but Sasori implies that like he did kind of have to do some off guard type shit to like get the upper hand on him because he wasn't himself stronger. But
Okay.
I do think
I
especially
would put him above. I would put him above Soigetsu.
yeah, and I feel like he'd probably like I don't know what Conan would be able to do without prep time against the Iron Sand.
True. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a fair placement right there.
Alrighty, so
All right. The most racist man in the verse.
where is this fucking fodder going?
Bro just hates Toby Ramo.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I mean, he might be stronger than War EMS Sasuke and KCM on Naruto. He might be.
No, he was weaker than Hashirama, and we agreed earlier. Hashirama at least at one point stated that Naruto was stronger than him.
But that was KCM2 Naruto. This is
Oh, you
KCM1 I'm talking
KCM
about.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's stronger than Nagato, Minato, or Sage Kabuto personally.
No, but above MS Sasuke, yeah, I agree with that. I thought you'd said EMS and KCM too. I was like, no fucking way.
What was this bull's name again? I know he was one
That
of
is
Don's.
Fu.
Yeah, I knew it was something with a U at the end with two
That is-
letter names.
Fu with 2 U's.
But
Actually, no.
where's Danzo's other lappy go?
Wait, I gotta figure out now which Fu has 2 U's.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Torone. The one that I said was Torone before was Fu.
Alrighty. And again, I just know them as fucking Danzo's like lapdogs. Like that's all they are to me.
Yeah, and it took Naruto and Shino to beat him in a filler, though. I mean, I know it's a filler, but took KCM1, Naruto, and Shino to beat him. So.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Like,
KCM1 Naruto was scrapping with Rinnegan Obito, who was Orange Mask Obito was toying with these two at the same time.
yeah, I know. I know.
That's bullshit.
No, man, it happened. It happened, dude.
Eva's mom, she probably go like right here.
I know her name. God, I know her name. Fuck. Now it's gonna bother me because I know her fucking name.
You want me to
I'm getting it. I'm gonna kick myself. Sume. What's his sister's name then? Hana. Sume and Hana. Fuck, I knew her fucking name.
You think this is a good spot for?
I'd put her above Karin.
Alright.
Personally. We got Gotachi.
Oh boy.
Where's Madara at? Oh, there he is. Alright, put Itachi right there above Obito.
No, I'm looking for Tensao's Madara. That's where he goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So stronger than Kisame, yes. Stronger than A, yes. I think we need to boot this goofy ass dude.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
I know he was Edo,
yes,
but he was still sick at Itachi and Edo. He was scrapping with Naruto, KCM1.
Being an Edo like alleviated the sickness. Like he didn't have that illness or the blindness.
True. I feel like he was brought back as he was.
He
you
was
know,
brought back like physically as he was, but like the illness, like a sickness can affect you if you're dead.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he was still at that level of strength, and he was scrapping with KCM1 Naruto.
Oh yeah,
Pretty-
I 100% agree that like when he's alive, especially like he's probably at that KCM1 level like pretty handily. But I know it's stated that Sasuke doesn't officially surpass Itachi, and so he gets EMS. But then even then, like we see him and Sasuke fighting Kabuto, and like Itachi didn't carry. But Itachi was a big part of why they were able to win that fight.
Absolutely.
Granted, they were not fighting with killer intention. Neither party was. So there is a stipulation there. Like, if they were fighting to kill, they, like, most likely would have killed him, like, a lot easier than the fight was.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But with that, like, he's around that, that EMS Sasuke level.
I agree.
I also think him being above alive Minato is blasphemy.
That,
Absolute
yeah, it's
blasphemy.
blasphemy as fuck.
Alright, where does this off-screen pain victim go?
It wasn't off screen though in the anime.
I know, but that's just
He was a perfect Jinchuriki. He and Saiken had a relationship.
they had a relationship. I don't know if it was ever said he was perfect.
He went. I mean, yeah, like you said, he was off screen in the manga, but he effortlessly went to a six-tailed stage 2 against Pain. So that, I mean, that implies perfect
Yeah, but
Jinchuriki.
it seemed like when the Akatsuki were captured, aside from Gaara, who like passed out from being fatigued and shit, it seems like when the anime renditions of the Akatsuki capturing the Tail Beast / the Jinchurikis, that like all of the Jinchurikis went into their Tail Beast states.
Yeah,
Like even Naruto did when he wasn't a perfect Jinchuriki. You know what I mean?
yes, but Naruto would go into his tail B state from rage or desperation. The
So-
other just straight up went. Boop.
Hell yeah, because they were being pressed and trying to get captured by these people who were like on their level, if not stronger than them. So I would say that they'd be in a desperate situation themselves not to get kidnapped and killed.
Yes, but you got to remember what the relationship between a Jinchuriki and their tail beast
I
is.
agree, but at a certain point, the
The
Tail
tail beast wouldn't-
Beast,
Yeah, no, you're right. They wouldn't want to get captured
because
either.
they address the Jinchuriki like as the Tail Beast they are, like, oh, Operation Nine Tails is complete. Like they
Yeah.
address them as the Biju. So like the Biju inside is gonna know that this dude is after them.
That's true.
But
I'd still
I'd
put
say-
him high on like perfect Jinchuriki level. Not high on perfect Jinchuriki level, but
I
put him
don't-
up high on that level. But I mean,
I don't think we'd be able to just because he lost to Pain and Pain's on Sanin Plus. I don't think he'd be
we
able
can put
to.
him Sanin or Sanin Plus.
I don't think he'd be able to beat Sage Jiraiya, do you?
Nah, Pain kind of bitched him even in Six Tails.
Like, yeah, I feel like Jiraiya did better.
Yeah,
him.
put him below Jiraiya.
And Inoki might be able to just like one shot him.
If he could get it. I mean, he was really fast and he could make his body move like a slug in Tail Beast state. I don't think Onoki has the speed to catch him.
I don't know, bro. Inoki was pretty fast. I mean, literally, like, within a matter of seconds, Sasuke's like, yo, like, I'm dead. Like, dude,
Sasuke was also fighting 18 guys at once that are high level.
oh,
he
yeah,
was in
but
the room with Mifune,
but, to
Mei,
be fair-
Totoro, Ao, Tamari, Kankuro, Gaara.
while they may have all been in the room, before he put him in that particle style, like, no one's engaged with him. Sasuke's standing on his own, and Inoki says, like, I may not have any quarrel with you, but everyone here wants you dead, so I'm gonna settle this. So he gives
Yeah.
him a warning and still catches him in the particle style.
Wasn't he already in the particle style before he started talking?
I
think he
don't
was.
know. Even if he was, though, then he just, like, completely off-guarded Sasuke at that point. It was because,
Yeah,
again, like,
once he was caught in the particle style, Sasuke couldn't move.
like, yes, he was fighting, like, all those people in the room, but at that moment, like, Sasuke was standing on his own, and Inoki was like, alright, like, these motherfuckers aren't doing shit. I gotta take matters into my own hands.
Yeah, you're right. He's pretty fast.
Like,
I just feel like the way Utakata moves in that state would make it hard even for Onoki to catch him with particle style.
well, it's just also in, like, the war, he's keeping on par speed-wise with Casey and Naruto and Mu to fight
Yeah.
Mu. He's keeping up the Raikage and even amplifying the Raikage's speed in the Madara
Yeah.
fight. Like, I feel
Oh,
like
that's another thing that Storm 4 did, or Storm 3 actually did really cool. Storm 3 completely fictionalized the five Kage versus Madara in a way so that they won but didn't stop Madara. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they beat him out of his Susanoo and he went flying through the air. And what Onoki did is he picked up the Raikage with lightweight boulder jutsu, flew him way up high, and then used heavyweight boulder jutsu to give the Raikage extra weight and gravity to push him down so that he could crack Madara Susanoo with a punch, and then Tsunade, who's in Byakugo mode, was up in the fucking clouds and came down with the most heavenly axe kick ever and just fucked Madara's shit.
Oh, I'm happy you mentioned fucking coming down from the clouds too, because Inoki stopped not just one, but two of Madara's meteors back to back. That's a crazy feat. That's a crazy feat.
No, he didn't stop the second one.
Gaara helped him by supporting it with the sand, but he literally lightened them both.
The second one knocked him the fuck out because he was holding the first one, and when the second one hit, that impact just fucking all that weight came down on his head and knocked him the fuck out.
But I don't think he was unconscious until he was on the ground because Gaara like was able to catch it still.
Gaara caught the first one with him.
After he was able to like lighten it. That's what I'm saying. Like this dude was able to lighten this shit. And
I'm just saying that second one came down and just landed right on top of the first one. There was nothing he could even do about it.
I would
he
argue
didn't even know it was coming until it was right above the first one.
I would argue that having that lightened meteor above him and then having that second one that isn't lightened connect to that and create.
And the second one was larger.
So having those two impact his head point blank like that, I feel like he'd be able to tank a Biju bomb from my guy. That's all I'm saying. I feel like those two meteors that he poured.
But that meteor definitely knocked him the fuck out because you could see it in his face when the cracks come down. That impact hits his head. His eyes are rolled back. His mouth is wide open. He's knocked the fuck out.
Hell yeah. But I mean, he still survived it. So just because of that, like.
Yeah, he survived because the meteors started shattering and breaking apart. He didn't truly get crushed by the massive weight of two fucking meteors. You know, like.
Oh yeah, so that's. I feel like comparable to a Biju bomb, like a lower tier Biju bomb.
I guess it's possible.
I mean, be honest, like. When what's his name? Fuck. Trying to think. But like they were able to handle like Biju bombs relatively easily for the most part. Like Orochimaru's taking out like the 4 Tau Biju bombs with that wall shit, for example. Early Shippuden. So I feel like
with the Rashomon.
Yeah, like
Orochimaru needed triple Rashomon to survive that.
Hell yeah. But even that, like, it's not even like the perfect Rashomon because Hashirama can summon what, 5?
I don't recall. But I mean, one Rashomon is hard enough and strong enough to stop Kiba and Akamaru's two-headed wolf fang over fang.
Well, I mean, I'm strong enough to stop that, so.
Boy, get your ass up, Anthony. I'm Joy Boy looking ass.
You post the stream on YouTube. So yeah, I am actually going to be, after we finish it, going through last night and tonight's stream, trimming out the dead parts where like we're looking up something or something like that real quick, and we're gonna put it up on the YouTube. Chuck, are you by any chance subscribed to my YouTube? I noticed you're a new follower on the Twitch, but you come over from there? Yagura. I mean, my guy just is at Perfect in Cherokee, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he'd beat Kisame.
He's also on that. He's up high on that level too because he's fucking a Kage and shit.
I just don't think he would beat Kisame because.
No, I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with him being able to beat Kisame. Yeah.
Yeah. Yamato.
Oh man, easily Kaguya relative, bro.
Yamato.
Um, Yamato's hard. He's
Yeah,
really
he's
hard.
not being relative to like anyone important after he got captured.
Yeah. Like, do we think Yamato will be able to beat Danzo in a fight?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm leaning with it. Like, I don't think he would. Maybe in Boruto, but like, I don't know.
Isn't Yamato like old and exhausted in Boruto? Like,
He's doing stuff. He's like Orochimaru's. His job is watch Orochimaru, make sure he stays in line.
yeah,
So they at least like respect him, but they give him that task. Granted, I don't think if push came to shove and he really had to stop Orochimaru from doing anything, he's doing anything. But that's a whole different conversation. This is tier list in order. This tier list is in order from weakest to strongest. There are some characters who aren't on here. I'm gonna actually edit those in like after when I make the video version of it. But I didn't heal in Tsunade.
Yakugo Tsunade. I definitely put her at minimum perfect Jinchuriki level.
Oh yeah. I put her in signing as the baseline.
I put her above Lee.
I would put her above. I wouldn't put her above Lee just because.
Oh, that's right, because we're thinking about Lee as like
Well, as an
as,
adult,
like
like,
Boruto Lee.
yeah, but I feel like she would like definitely relative to A, probably most definitely beat an A, but
Honestly, I'd put her above KCM1 Naruto.
I just don't think she'd be able to beat B in a one-on-one fight. I think B just has too much to throw at her and way too much.
With her 100 healings, you don't think so?
No, just because of like how much chakra B's gonna have, especially as a perfect Jinchuriki. Like, yeah, she might be able to regenerate, but like blade from a Susanoo is a lot weaker AP wise than a Biju bomb.
Okay. All right, yeah, I can agree with this placement then.
Especially if we go by like B currently in board, so like he got bitched by Momoshiki, but like he only got bitched by Momoshiki because Momoshiki can absorb and B didn't know that, so he shot a Biju bomb like right at him.
Yeah. Well, then again, Tsunade was the only one besides A who was really capable of keeping up with those 5 Susanoo clones, and
Oh no, don't get me
actually
wrong.
hold
Like
their own
I
pretty damn good.
agree.
I don't think B could have done that.
I think B could have just because of being like a Jinchuriki. He has just so much chakra to go, and especially when he's in his 8 tails mode, like he's gonna be able to swap with like something as big as 5 Susanoo clones a lot better than Tsunade is as her like small self.
I guess because they weren't perfect clone. They weren't perfect Susanoo either.
But I
Okay,
just
all right, I concede.
again like I'd say physically, like yeah, she most definitely punches harder than probably everyone on the perfect and Cherokee like tier. But when it comes to this like overall power and who would win in a one-on-one fight, like I wouldn't say she'd be able to beat B. I'd say she would stop like she would beat A and then she would like stop at B, and that's where it starts becoming L's for her.
Yeah. Okay.
This one's Hisashi, right?
That's Neji's dad. So
Yeah, Hisashi. Because we already have Hiyashi on here. I remember we ran into it last night. Like, which one of the two?
yeah,
Is
which
this
one was which?
I feel like Neji definitely surpassed him.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you think he would be stronger than Hinabe?
I
personally don't.
No, I disagree with that. I'd put Hisashi. I'd put him above Pakura, but below Boruto Ino.
That's fair. Alrighty. Fodder. This is where we can kind of start filling out the people who do belong in the fodder tier.
Yukito? I mean...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
Bro thought I was really putting a fucking Jinchuriki in fodder.
was like,
Where
I like compared
is...
to the Jinchuriki, she's kind of fodder, but
She's like Hidan relative.
yes, I agree with that 100%. And then who's the last one we got there? We got EMS Sasuke.
This is Kage Summit Sasuke. EMS Sasuke's on here. This is
oh, that's right. That is Kage
EMS.
Summit Sasuke.
Where is...
Yeah, I'd put him at Sage Mode relative Naruto.
I didn't think that would be contentious. So then for the characters who aren't on this list that I would put up here, base like Boruto and Kawaki would go in Karma Vessel because they literally fucking are Karma Vessels. Along with them in their Karma states, like they would go into the higher up of this tier. Shibuya Sasuke would go at the top of this tier. Damon and Ada would go at the top of Jigen Plus. Arguably like low tier Baryon mode relativistic, but all the statements around them support them being stronger than Jigen at his strongest, not stronger than Ishiki. So because of that, I wouldn't like go as far to say that they would be. So they'd be characters that I would edit in like as I make this an actual video type thing. But like yeah, Shibai would be up here because I mean he is that. I think Boruto and Kawaki are probably going to be stronger by that point in the series, but we don't know how strong they are, so there's no way to definitely say one way or the other. I feel comfortable putting them above Baryon though, just because like they're both already approaching like that Ishiki level of power. So like
yeah,
by that point, 3 years later at least, like I feel like they surpassed it.
You think the time skip's only going to be 3 years?
Well, I mean, from the sense of like Boruto and Kawaki, they both look about 3 years older.
I feel like they look older than that. I mean, Boruto's
Boruto's confirmed
13,
to be
14 right now.
No, so Boruto is 13 if I'm not mistaken, and with the time skip designs that just came out, Kawaki's 16 as well. I'm pretty sure Boruto in the design is 16 and Kawaki's 19.
I just feel like Boruto looks older than that. I feel like he looks like 18 minimum.
That could be because of like the karma and shit and the Jogan being on his face. It makes it like it just makes him look more mature.
Possibly. All right then, Phobic. I think I'm gonna pull out. So as always, it's a fantastic pleasure to be on with you, my guy.
Oh yeah, it's a pleasure to have you.
Glad we got through this tonight because last night I was just my fucking fatigue was kicking my ass last night.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. All in all, I mean, there might be some that, looking back at like post editing and whatever, I might disagree with, but I think we did a pretty good job overall.
Yeah, all right.
Some characters that we can't have on here as they aren't on the physical list, but I'm pretty happy with that. I say that's.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this list.